All Star Game, the American League Championship Series, and the World Series. America's grand game is on Fox.
We are Fox Sports!
Baseball. It's more than just a game. It's a way of life. Nowhere is this belief more evident than in St. Louis. Here in America's heartland, the spirit of this game echoes beyond the playing field. As much as this city is a part of the game's history, baseball has become a part of this city's soul.
To the plate, a swing and a miss, and that's a winner! That's a winner! A World Series winner for the Cardinals!
For the first time since 1982, St. Louis has a World Series winner.
St. Louis has been home to some of the greatest players who have ever played the game. Witnessed some of baseball's most unforgettable moments.
He got it! Struck him out! A new world record of 17 strikeouts in one game.
Listen to one of its most iconic storytellers.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game on a home run by the Wizard.
So how fitting is it that tonight we celebrate the very best this game has to offer? One of the greatest baseball cities the world has ever known. It's baseball's midsummer classic, the All Star Game. From St. Louis.
Welcome to the Pepsi All Star pregame show on Fox. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. And the stars have aligned under the arch in St. Louis. It's the 5th time this city has hosted the All Star Game, but the first since 1966. It is a beautiful night for baseball in America's heartland. Who will steal the show? Maybe it'll be the hometown hero, baseball's leading vote-getter, Albert Pujols. And talk about protection in your lineup, a great scene here at Busch Stadium earlier today. And with that, we want to welcome you live to Busch Stadium for the 80th Major League Baseball All-Star Game. It is all presented by Pepsi. And you have amazing hours of television watching ahead of you. In just a few minutes, you're going to meet all the All-Stars. After that, a very special ceremony to honor 30 people around this great country that are making a difference in your community. Speaking of different, the National League would like to see a new outcome in this game. They haven't won it since 1996, and so they're handing the ball to the reigning Cy Young Award winner, Tim Lincecum of the San Francisco Giants. The American League is going to counter with Roy Halladay of the Toronto Blue Jays, so you will definitely see something special. You're also going to hear from all 5 living presidents. And what else? President Barack Obama is going to throw out the first pitch. Now, in order to get loose, what do? You visit baseball players. He was inside of both clubhouses earlier today, meeting and greeting.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Absolutely. Congratulations.
I've been a big fan for a long time. I know, like, this guy's like the old guy around here now.
I'm not the oldest.
Good to see you again. Come on, man. We needed at least one representative. There he is. How are you, man? Thank you so much for all those balls and stuff. The staff just loved it. They were so grateful. That was really gracious of you. Really nice of you. Huh? Home run derby winner? You don't look at me like that. I'm just saying, man. What happened? Hey, Albert. What happened? This guy, man, in your home park. What's going on, man?
He told me it was going to.
The first pitch is just a few minutes away, so too is the game. But first, when we come back, Joe Buck will introduce you to the 2009 All-Stars. That's next on Fox.
Yeah. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young.
Every generation refreshes the world.
Cool.
Hey, and your boss has no brain.
If you hate filling out your time sheets.
Take a breakcation. Taco Bell's new Pina Colada Frutista Freeze. Topped with real fruit. It's part break, part vacation.
If you like me.
Think outside the box.
Need a hand? A lift? A push? A pull? This is America. We help each other out. And when you open a checking account, Bank of America helps you with $100 when you use your new debit card and online bill pay. Plus, you get free services and products you can only get from Bank of America. This offer's for a limited time, so visit a banking center or log on soon. We'll give you a hand and $100. It all starts with a checking account at Bank of America.
Now the colors of life can last a lifetime. Valspar, the beauty goes on.
You know, I sell tools. Tools are uncomplicated. Nothing complicated about a pair of 10-inch hose clamp pliers. You know what's complicated? Shipping. Shipping's complicated.
Not really. With priority mail flat rate boxes from the Postal Service, shipping's easy. If it fits, it ships anywhere in the country for a low flat rate.
That's not complicated.
No.
Come on.
But a handshake?
Priority mail flat rate boxes. Only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship.
The Pepsi All Star pregame show on Fox is sponsored by Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. Find out how every generation refreshes the world at refresheverything.com. By Priority Mail flat rate boxes only from the Postal Service. And by Frutista Freeze. Take a breakation with Taco Bell's new Pina Colada Frutista Freeze. And we welcome you back to the Pepsi All-Star pregame show on Fox. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. And welcome to Busch Stadium in St. Louis for the 80th Major League Baseball All-Star Game. First, let's meet the American League All-Star team. The coaches from the Kansas City Royals, Trey Hillman. From the Seattle Mariners, Don Wakamatsu. And now the players. From the Baltimore Orioles, Adam Jones. From the Boston Red Sox, Josh Beckett. Kevin Youkilis, Tim Wakefield, and Jonathan Papelbon. From the Chicago White Sox, Mark Burley. From the Cleveland Indians, Victor Martinez. From the Detroit Tigers, Brandon Inge, Curtis Granderson, Justin Verlander, and Edwin Jackson. From the Kansas City Royals, Zach Greinke. From the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Sean Figgins. And Brian Fuentes. From the Minnesota Twins, Justin Morneau. And Joan Nathan. From the New York Yankees, Mariano Rivera. From the Oakland Athletics, Andrew Bailey. From the Seattle Mariners, Felix Hernandez. From the Tampa Bay Rays, Evan Longoria. Jason Bartlett. Carl Crawford. Ben Zobrist. And Carlos Pena. From the Texas Rangers, Nelson Cruz. Now let's meet the National League All-Stars. First, the coaches. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, Joe Torre. And from the St. Louis Cardinals, Tony La Russa. And now the players. From the Arizona Diamondbacks, Justin Upton and Dan Herron. From the Atlanta Braves, Brian McCann. From the Chicago Cubs, Ted Lilly. From the Cincinnati Reds, Francisco Cordero. From the Colorado Rockies, Brad Hopp and Jason Marquis. From the Florida Marlins, Josh Johnson. From the Houston Astros, Hunter Pence and Miguel Tejada. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, Orlando Hudson, Jonathan Broxton and Chad Billingsley. From the Milwaukee Brewers, Prince Fielder and Trevor Hoffman. From the New York Mets, Johan Santana and Francisco Rodriguez. From the Philadelphia Phillies, Ryan Howard. And Jason Worth. From the Pittsburgh Pirates, Freddie Sanchez and Zach Duke. From the St. Louis Cardinals, Ryan Franklin. From the San Diego Padres, Heath Bell and Adrian Gonzalez. From the San Francisco Giants, Matt Cain. From the Washington Nationals, Ryan Zimmerman. And now let's meet the American League manager and starting lineup. The manager from the 2008 American League champion Tampa Bay Rays, Joe Maddon. Batting first and playing right field from the Seattle Mariners, Ichiro Suzuki. Batting second and playing shortstop from the New York Yankees, Derek Jeter. Batting third and catching from the Minnesota Twins, Joe Mauer. Batting fourth and playing first base from the New York Yankees, Mark Teixeira. Batting fifth and playing left field from the Boston Red Sox, Jason Bay. Batting sixth and playing center field from the Texas Rangers, Josh Hamilton. Batting seventh and playing third base from the Texas Rangers, Michael Young. Batting eighth and playing second base from the Toronto Blue Jays, Aaron Hill.
And warming up in the bullpen, batting ninth and pitching from the Toronto Blue Jays, Roy Halladay. And now let's meet the National League manager and starting lineup. The manager from the 2008 World Series champion Philadelphia Phillies, Charlie Manuel. Leading off and playing shortstop from the Florida Marlins, Hanley Ramirez. Batting second, playing second base from the Philadelphia Phillies, Chase Utley. Here we go, St. Louis, batting third and playing first base from the St. Louis Cardinals, Albert Pujols. Batting fourth and playing right field from the Milwaukee Brewers, Ryan Braun. Batting fifth and playing left field from the Philadelphia Phillies, Raul Ibanez. Batting sixth and playing third base from the New York Mets, David Wright. Batting seventh and playing center field from the Philadelphia Phillies, Shane Victorino. And batting eighth, catching from the St. Louis Cardinals, Yadier Molina. Entering the bullpen, batting ninth and pitching from the San Francisco Giants, Tim Lincecum. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2009 American League and National League All-Stars. And now for our television audience, a special moment is next as we honor people who make a difference away from the spotlight. They're all-stars among us. Tonight, as we celebrate the Midsummer Classic with the game's best players, baseball tips its cap to another group of all-stars. They are all-stars among us, everyday people in communities all across America who devote their lives to helping others. Folks who started programs to feed the homeless, groups that brighten children's futures, foundations that fight disease and care for the sick, organizations that support both veterans and those serving in the armed forces right now. These all-stars among us share a commitment, a dedication, and a resolve to make their communities, our country, and the world a better place. They go beyond, and they deserve to be recognized tonight alongside baseball's all-stars, not just because of their accomplishments, but because of the inspiration they can offer to everyone watching tonight. Our hope is that they will inspire you too to go beyond.
And now for past presidents and our current president tell this story here tonight.
They are the brightest stars in the game that has for generations been at the center of our national life. Heirs to a tradition of iconic heroes and groundbreaking pioneers. Sportsmen whose skill and determination have never failed to amaze us. Role models whose resilience and focus have inspired us when we needed it most. The Major League Baseball All Star Game has always been a celebration of greatness, of athletes whose talent and dedication go above and beyond. And as a sport, baseball has always embodied the values that make America great: hard work, leadership, passion, and teamwork. And while baseball's all-stars come together tonight in St. Louis, there are countless all-stars making a difference across America every day. Folks whose service lifts our nation in so many ways, inspiring our young people, strengthening our families, revitalizing our communities. From daily good works in our neighborhoods to programs that help millions of people.
The all-stars among us being honored tonight are everyday heroes fighting hunger and disease, tackling problems like poverty and homelessness, raising awareness about a wide range of issues that deserve our attention. They work in big cities and small towns all across America, understanding that they can be at the forefront of the effort to improve the lives of others.
These people are the foundation of America. Men, women, and children who find the time to go beyond their own jobs and studies and their own families, and find the desire to make a difference. They're folks who refuse to be intimidated by how big the challenges can be, but who instead are inspired by the changes they can impact by giving.
Like baseball, going beyond is a great American tradition, filled with stories of people finding ways to give back in times of peace and times of war, times of prosperity and times of struggle. And today, as the United States moves forward, there is no doubting that it is these points of light which will guide the way to making America and the world a better place.
Throughout my life, I've seen the difference that volunteering can make in people's lives, not just in the direct impact of the work, but in the inspiration it gives to others, which encourages more Americans to find time to go beyond their own lives and to serve as models for people in other nations to join as well. Tonight, Major League Baseball honors the all-stars among us who have gone beyond. People like Ryan Housley of Tyrone, Georgia. Inspired by conversations he was having with his brother Evan, who was deployed in Iraq, Ryan started an organization called Hero Box. The group supplies specially customized care packages to soldiers overseas and shipped over 1,200 boxes in 2009 alone.
17-year-old Gary Lynn in Houston, Texas, will inspire you from the minute you meet him. He's got cerebral palsy, but that hasn't stopped him from becoming a straight-A student in high school and raising money through a foundation he started to fund research to combat the disease.
Christine Shively of Newport Beach, California began an organization in 2007, Knots of Love. She knits and crochets caps for patients who've lost their hair during cancer treatment and sends them to cancer centers all across America, Canada, and Mexico. So far, she's reached over 18,500 patients.
The All-Stars among us also include a fellow from Boston named Rob Dixon, who founded a nonprofit group called Project Rise to transform at-risk youth into serious students. The results speak for themselves. 96% of participants graduate from high school, and 170 have attended college.
After Richard Neris of San Diego lost his young son Emilio to cancer, he decided to honor his memory by starting the Ride with Emilio program, which transports sick children and their families to their weekly cancer treatments and doctor's appointments when families can't do it on their own. Those are just 5 of the 30 All-Stars among us being honored tonight. They in turn are just 30 of the thousands of Americans who were nominated by their families, friends, and neighbors for this honor. So many Americans just like them are eager to serve, and we're doing everything we can to give them that chance to give back and help us meet our nation's most pressing challenges. I hope tonight's showcase of service will be an inspiration, a model for what is possible, and a call to action. You can answer that call by going to serve.gov to find out how you can get involved in service activities in your local area or develop your own project to make a difference. Together, let's strive to make America a model for other nations, a place the world looks to as an example of the extraordinary things that can happen when ordinary people decide to give back. In the meantime, enjoy the game. And the All-Stars among us tonight, thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your commitment to our country.
Thank you for finding new ways to brighten America.
Thank you for never being satisfied when you see ways to make the world a better place.
Thank you for being All-Stars among us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join us as we thank the All-Stars among us. Baseball All-Stars meeting Community All-Stars, and we are just getting started here in St. Louis tonight. On Saturday night, Sheryl Crow performed at the MLB All Star Charity Concert presented by Pepsi and benefiting Stand Up to Cancer. You can join Pepsi in the fight against cancer by taking part in the Pepsi All Star Charity Auction. Go to pepsi.mlb.com for details. When we come back, Sheryl Crow will sing our national anthem on a beautiful night by the Mississippi.
This fall, brothers will always be there to share the memories.
You got every article I've written about me, including the one against Tech, when you pulled your pants down as you crossed the goal line. All your business just hanging in the breeze.
You know things shrink when it's cold out.
That scoreboard said 82 degrees.
Brothers, a new series, Fridays this September on Fox. Fox 35 takes you on a local mission to clean the world, tomorrow at 10.
Y'all, it's our Kia Hoedown.
Folks, we've rounded up all the Kia Sedonas, all with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Grace, what's the bottom line?
That's only $8,900.
Bring us your trade-in worth $3,000 where?
Bob Dance, where everybody rides.
Oh, man. Stop texting me, people.
Huh?
I'm over my limit. I get charged for each text now.
You should switch to Metro PCS. Text all you want for only $3 a month.
Oh, okay, right. And then your bill is hand-delivered by Bigfoot on a singing pony.
Sounds like make-believe, but it's not. Text all you want for $3 a month and no contract. Metro PCS.
Hello, hello, hello.
Unlimit yourself.
You can't hide the bacon. Taco Bell's new Bacon Cheesy Potato Burrito. Seasoned beef, nacho cheese sauce, and bacon topped with bacon. It's big bacon taste you just can't hide. Think outside the bun.
Natalie is the last one to leave home.
Howard and Linda were saving for Natalie's college since she was born.
She's gonna need a lot of stuff. Those everyday things we didn't plan on.
So we showed them how Wachovia's Way to Save program could help.
Natalie at first.
Every time they swipe their check card to make a purchase, $1 is automatically transferred from their checking account to their savings account.
That looks nice.
And they get a bonus just for saving.
My bedroom is going to be turned into an office for them. That's what I'm giving back to them. Thank you.
Wachovia, a Wells Fargo company.
Folks, our 4th of July hoedown continues at Bob Dance Hyundai in Longwood and Bob Dance Kia in Merritt Island.
We've rounded up a huge selection of extra value deals, and we'll always give you more for your trade-in.
Where?
Bob Dance, where everybody rides.
Welcome back to the Pepsi All Star pregame show on Fox. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. And now to honor America with a singing of our national anthem. Please welcome 9-time Grammy Award winner and Missouri's own Sheryl Crow.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
When we come back, Stan the Man Musial will be reintroduced to these fans as he brings the first pitch baseball to President Barack Obama.
Welcome to the Now Network, population 49 million. Right now, 1.5 million people are on a conference call. 750,000 wish they weren't. Construction workers are making 244,000 Nextel Direct Connect calls. 1 million people are responding to an email. 151 accidentally hit Reply All. That's happening now. America's most dependable 3G network, bringing you the first wireless 4G network. Sprint, the Now Network.
We all have confidence. We all have doubt. But when the moment comes, what's gonna win? Here's to confidence. Gillette helps you look, feel, be your best. Gillette, the best a man can get.
I'm teaching my son how to play the new Punch-Out, so every night is boxing night at our house. Keep your guard up. Of course, I used to play the original version back in the day, so I already know all the moves. It's almost not even fair. How did you... All right, 2 out of 3. 4 out of 7. 5 out of 9. 6 out of... I'm gonna make him cry like a little girl, and then I'm gonna mop the floor with his tears.
Fight 12 classic characters or go head-to-head in the all-new Punch-Out for Wii, rated everyone 10 and up.
Sometimes being there means helping you afford everything a true fan needs. That's why State Farm has so many ways to save. So there's more for the little things.
I've been working on a cocktail called Grounds for Divorce.
House? Yes. How many other friends do you have in the asylum?
There's a hole in my neighborhood down which of late I cannot help but fall.
You guys are crazy.
This fall,
I can tell you're sweet on Donna, aren't you?
it's good to have friends.
Vegas, who's in? All right, we just gotta stop off at my house, grab my black shirt, and get some cash from my mom.
Wear one of your good shirts.
Anything else you want to criticize about me?
Body odor.
Aren't you supposed to live in the woods?
It's not the best place to make a buck in today's, the rat race.
The Cleveland Show. Viewer discretion advised. Coming this fall to Fox.
And welcome back to the Pepsi All-Star pregame show on Fox. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. On this memorable night in St. Louis, please welcome 5 gentlemen to the field who have provided a lifetime of memories to Cardinal fans. Hall of Famers Lou Brock, Red Schoendienst, Ozzie Smith, Bruce Sutter, and Bob Gibson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, entering the ballpark from right field, please welcome one of the game's all-time greats, on and off the field. A 24-time All-Star, a Hall of Famer, and the heart and soul of Cardinal baseball, Stan the Man Musial. Years old, 3-time league MVP, 4th on the all-time hits list, a career .331 average, 1,951 RBIs, 6th all-time. It was Commissioner Ford C. Frick who said, "Here stands baseball's perfect warrior. Here stands baseball's perfect knight." And it's etched into the statue outside this ballpark, dedicated in 1968. One of the sweetest, most genuine men ever to play baseball, who just happens to be one of the greatest players ever. Ladies and gentlemen, to throw the ceremonial first pitch of the 2009 Major League Baseball All-Star Game, please welcome the President of the United States of America. The 44th President of the United States of America, Barack Obama, throwing to Albert Pujols.
So nice to see you, sir.
A Sox fan through and through. And his reaction after getting it to the plate and to the glove of Albert Pujols here in St. Louis.
$5 for the sub, huh? What about the drink and the chips?
Extra.
Think a $5 sub is a good deal? It's time to unthink. KFC's new $5 fill-up boxes, each with a side and medium drink for just $5. Unthink and taste the unsub side of KFC.
Looks exactly like a truck. Yeah, but he'll kick some serious.
Experience the event that changes everything. Rated PG-13, now playing in theaters and IMAX.
And welcome back to the All-Star pregame show, sponsored by Pepsi. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth here in St. Louis as we get ready for a baseball game. It's the 80th Major League Baseball All-Star Game, and what a night we've already had here so far. And now we look ahead to try and figure out what we're going to see down on the field here tonight. Tim McCarver joins me right now, and Tim, we talk about this, our 11th one together, and what we're going to see here tonight. What do you expect to see here in St. Louis?
So far we've seen a lot. What a show. Last night there was a home run derby. Tonight there'll probably be the pitching derby, or at least a pitching clinic, because two former Cy Young Award winners are starting. Roy Halladay, who has buoyed the Toronto Blue Jays for the last decade, and Tim Lincecum, the 25-year-old man with a bionic arm. He is remarkable, and you'll love him.
And if we're going to talk about one hitter, who do you think it would be? Any one hitter on a night like this, in a city like this, in a stadium like this, it would be Albert Pujols, who is leading the world in everything right now.
Deep to left. Way back. The ball is gone.
He leads in home runs. He leads in RBIs. And when you lead in home runs and RBIs, you lead in that. Bases on balls. He's kind of been the de facto host around here over the past couple of days, and he's ready to hit third for the National League here in moments. A league that's trying to break through. It's been a long, long time. The American League is back on top. Safe, this game is over. They haven't lost overall since 1996.
Can't hide the bacon. Taco Bell's new Bacon Cheesy Potato Burrito. Seasoned beef, nacho cheese sauce, and bacon topped with bacon. It's big bacon taste you just can't hide. Think outside the bun.
One pair of pleated slacks. I don't think so.
Get back on.
A pair of capri pants. Never in a million years. One pair of khaki shorts. Ain't gonna happen. The perfect pair of jeans, priceless. Use your MasterCard and you could win the perfect pair of jeans and a trip in MasterCard's Break In Your Jeans promotion.
Hey, Mom, I need some minutes.
I just gave you some at the restaurant.
Yeah, no, I threw them out. They were old.
Old?
So...
They're rollover minutes. They are as good as new. You know, not everyone gets to keep their unused minutes. And these days, we can't afford to be wasteful. Saving minutes.
Saves money, yeah.
Only AT&T's Family Talk with Rollover saves your family's unused minutes, and saving minutes saves money. Get the LG Neon from AT&T, now only $29.99 after mail-in rebate.
Need a hand? A lift? A push? A pull? This is America. We help each other out. And when you open a checking account, Bank of America helps you with $100 when you use your new debit card and online bill pay. Plus, you get free services and products you can only get from Bank of America. This offer's for a limited time, so visit a banking center or log on soon. We'll give you a hand and $100. It all starts with a checking account at Bank of America.
There are things happening here I can't even begin to explain.
Things like mind control, teleportation, genetic mutation, reanimation.
Just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder.
FBI, stop!
Monsters aren't real, right?
How come when nobody knows and it doesn't make sense, they come to us?
What are you doing here?
We're trying to plug a hole in the universe. What are you doing here?
Television's #1 new series returns.
Friend of yours?
Oh, I certainly hope not. Fringe, the new season, Thursdays this September on Fox.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Bank of America. Show the world it's not like, it's love. Get MLB banking only from Bank of America. By Orphan, There's Something Wrong with Esther in theaters everywhere July 24th. By Puerto Bani, a proud partner of the 2009 Major League Baseball All Star Game. And by MasterCard. And what a night it turns out to be here in downtown St. Louis. And right now we ask you to reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser, the great American lager. And on a 79-degree late afternoon, early evening, the old courthouse in the grass out beyond second base and the arch beyond it. We give you tonight's American League lineup, which is brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. We just did it, but just to refresh your memory. Ichiro leads it off. He's in right. Derek Jeter bats second. Joe Mauer hits in the #3 spot. Then Mark Teixeira representing the Yankees. Jason Bay. He is in left. Josh Hamilton in center of the Texas Rangers. Michael Young, a teammate. Aaron Hill at second base. And Roy Halladay pitching and batting ninth. So Tim Lincecum, who will get the baseball here in just a moment, ready to lead his team out onto the field, the reigning Cy Young Award winner from the National League in his season in 2008. The only guy that didn't get into the ball game last year, 15 innings, something like a 19-hour game that we had at Yankee Stadium, and he was sick and in the hospital, and so he didn't get in on that historic night, but he gets the ball to start tonight here in 2009.
He is a remarkable young man, only 25 years old. As Joe said, last year's Cy Young Award winner, 10-2 this year. The only time he's pitched in St. Louis this season. He beat the Cardinals 11-0, one of 13 shutouts thrown by Giant pitchers this year. Our scouting report, we talked about that bionic arm. Well, he's got a frail frame. He only weighs about 167 pounds. And with his motion, please do not try this at home. Because of that extra torque and leverage, I've really never seen a guy who throws the ball with that much torque and leverage and is that small, Joe.
He's a little guy. He generates incredible power.
Unbelievable.
Because of that torque and because of the way he drives to the plate. And he's very deceptive. He hides the baseball, and he graded out as having the toughest changeup to hit in the National League last year, and that's saying a lot when you consider some of the great changeups that exist. And as you look at the first couple of hitters for the American League, we'll check in with Ken Rosenthal, who was down talking to some of the American League players about their meeting with Barack Obama in the clubhouse before the game. Kenny.
Joe, the president told Joe Madden, "I like your glasses. They're pretty cool. You might be the most fashionable manager in baseball." He asked Tim Wakefield to teach him how to throw a knuckleball. And when the Orioles' Adam Jones asked the president if he had a good curveball, being left-handed, Obama replied, "If I did, I wouldn't have run for president of the United States."
Kenny, thanks, and we'll be checking in with Ken Rosenthal, who can be found also on FoxSports.com. And here is Ichiro. And when you look at his numbers, it is like clockwork with this guy. I mean, year after year after year since coming over from Japan. He's in his 9th season, and the first 8 have been stunning.
Over 1,900 hits in the major leagues in the United States, over 3,000 hits, including his Japanese career.
And the first of the night is ripped down the right field line into the corner. This ball is foul. And a loud strike one. Here's what we're talking about. Death, taxes, and Ichiro. In each of his first 8 MLB seasons, you can count on 200+ hits. You can count on 30+ stolen bases. As Lincecum works in a hurry and fires a strike, and the count is 0-2. He gets hits, he gets on base, he can run. He's a very good outfielder. He's a Gold Glove Award winner 8 times over. Rookie of the Year, MVP. He's done it all. Jeter is next, and the 0-2 pitch is high with a fastball, ball 1. So again, Ichiro, then Jeter, then Mauer. We talked about it going to break, that the last time the National League won the Midsummer Classic was 1996. High again, 2-2.
No other hitter in my experience can adjust to a 2-strike pitch any better than Ichiro. Often with 2 strikes, you'll try to get on top of the ball, hit the high chopper, and beat it out.
And he breaks his bat and gets a base hit into right field. So Lincecum got an 0-2 count. Missed high with a couple, and then Ichiro gets him with a broken bat base hit to right. And he brings in another guy who's pretty good with 2 strikes as well, Derek Jeter.
And with that hole open on the right side, Ichiro with great speed. The American League with 6 stolen bases in last year's game in 7 tries.
10th All-Star appearance for Derek Jeter. He was the top vote getter in the American League, and he's had a real resurgence with the bat here in 2009. Tied for 3rd with that average of .321, and this ought to be interesting. Ichiro likes to run, and the guy behind the plate for the National League, Yadier Molina, likes to throw.
He is the highest percentage of any throwing catcher in the major leagues. Almost 58% of runners who try are caught stealing.
A late swing and a foul by Jeter, who has 10 home runs in the new Yankee Stadium, which has become known as the best hitters ballpark across the big leagues. And I think it was dubbed that after about 3 games.
The first 3 games against Cleveland this year.
Ichiro starts and stops, and Jeter fouls it back, strike 2. There's the starter from the Toronto Blue Jays, Roy Halladay. Sitting in front of a fan, cooling off after his warm-up bullpen session, and he will take on the National League in the bottom of this inning. 0-2. Talked about you can count on 30+ stolen bases for Ichiro. He has 19 on the season, been caught 6 times. And that caught Jeter in the hand or wrist or forearm, and that'll put the first 2 on for the American League, but not what any Yankee fan, oh boy, or any member of the Yankees organization wants to see in an All-Star game.
Derek appears to be all right. It appeared to hit the, wow, it probably got some knob of the bat, but it appeared to hit the outside part of the left hand. But Derek appears to be all right, and you're right. Yankee fans breathing a sigh of relief.
Pitch registered at 81 miles per hour, and it caught Jeter on the left hand, and so he's at first. Ichiro is at second, and Lincecum is in trouble here in the first inning. Ichiro starts and stops at second, and he's been hopping around on the last couple of pitches from Lincecum. Well, how good is Joe Mauer, Tim McCarver?
He's won 2 batting titles as a catcher. Just think about the pounding the left hand takes when you're catching. The better the pitching staff, the worse the pounding your left hand has. And a lot of times your 3rd, 4th, 5th at bats of a ball game, they're give up at bats. That's why it's remarkable for a guy not only tough on the legs of Joe Mauer, but tough on that left hand, because a lot of times you come up in the 3rd, 4th, 5th at bats, you're hitting with 8 fingers.
2-0 the count. Lincecum in jeopardy of giving up runs here in the first inning, and he fires a strike to make it 2-1. Mauer had off-season kidney surgery, missed about the first month of the season, but since he came back to the active roster for the Twins, all he's done is hit. Has one of the prettiest left-handed strokes you'll see. It's a ball, and the count 3-1. And in this baseball-heavy town, you can hear the fans, unlike some of the All-Star games we've been to, oohing and eyeing with every pitch. Wondering, I'm sure, at the end if the National League can break this string as Mauer's late and the count's full. National League has scored first in the last 3 games and lost all 3, and they've been one-run affairs, but unable to close the door or get over the hump. 3-2 pitch. And that's out in front of the plate. That's a fair ball. Throw to third, out, over to first. Safe. And it's 2 on with 1 out and nearly a double play.
You talk about quick reactions. Molina had to make a decision. The speed is on at second base. Jeter not nearly as fast as Ichiro. And Molina makes up his mind, goes to third, and the return throw by David Wright pulls Pujols off the bag toward the right field side. Mauer safe.
So Molina did the harder part, and the throw from David Wright, as you said, pulled Pujols off the bag instead of a double play. It's first and second, 1 out, and here is Teixeira in his first year with the Yankees. Mark hitting .275, 21 home runs. The 5th best total in the AL of 63 RBIs. That's to the right side. Pujols kicks it. Utley will chase it down. Jeter will come to the plate, and it's 1-0 American League. Albert Pujols, who made a fielding error in the first half of a day-night doubleheader on Sunday at Wrigley, makes a play here to his right. It is an error, and it's the first run of the night for the American League.
Pujols played that into an in-between hop. That ball hitting him on the left wrist. Had that ball been allowed to go through, a lot of times the second baseman will have a signal with the first baseman. He'll call his name. Louis or Albert Pujols, whatever sign it is, he then lets the ball go through, and then the pitcher covering, you make that play. But that ball was clearly an error.
So the batter now is Jason Bay. And if you haven't paid attention to what Jason Bay has done since going to the Red Sox in a trade that bailed Boston out of the Manny Ramirez situation last year, the numbers are outstanding. Since that trade, the 2nd most RBIs in the American League with 109 for Bay. And he leads the American League with his 72 RBIs here in 09. 1-1 pitch is lined into right field. Victorino will come up throwing. They hold Mauer late, and the bases are loaded.
How you doing, Dave? You're real good, thanks. Tom Foley, the third base coach, holding up Joe Mauer. The proper thing to do. Victorino with the Gold Glove last year, and a very good thrower. You don't take a chance with 1 out. With 2, you might send him. Not with 1.
So the 2004 Rookie of the Year, in his 3rd All-Star game, Jason Bay loads him up. And that record still stands. The only Grand Slam in All-Star game history belongs to Fred Lynn, who is in St. Louis for this All-Star game here tonight. And Hamilton grounds to first. Throw to second, out. Back to first. Lincecum wasn't there, and it's 2-0 American League. Mauer scores, and the AL has 2 here in the first, and at first and third, 2 out.
Yeah, Lincecum late in covering, and Pujols getting rid of the ball as quickly as possible. Ramirez wanted to throw to first, but no one was there. I don't think they're going to get Josh Hamilton. Too much speed.
So here's a league that hasn't won over the last 12 games in this Midsummer Classic, and they are shooting themselves in the foot here in the first inning defensively. A poor throw by David Wright from third base. A miscue by Pujols on the play to his right. And now it's Michael Young. First pitch swinging. Here's another chance for Wright, who has a long throw, and by half a step gets Young to end the inning. 2 in the first for the AL National League coming up against Halladay.
Yeah. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. May you stay forever young. May you stay.
Every generation refreshes the world. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball.
Be a part of paradise. Visit us at baseballparadise.com.
We all have confidence. We all have doubt. But when the moment comes, what's gonna win? Here's to confidence.
I've been dreaming, I'm training.
Gillette helps you look, feel, be your best. Gillette, the best a man can get.
You all right?
We all need people who will be there for us in life. People who say, we're with you, no matter what. At Wachovia and Wells Fargo, we're with you. When a house turns into a home.
Excuse me, Rufus.
When a passion becomes a career. When a relationship turns into a lifetime. And when times are tough, but life presses on. We're with you when you need someone to stand by you. Wachovia, Wells Fargo, and you. Together, we'll go far.
Taking its rightful place in a long line of amazing performance machines. This is the new E-Coupe. This is Mercedes-Benz.
Once again, here is tonight's National League lineup brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Hanley Ramirez leads off. Chase Utley bats second. Albert Pujols hitting third. Ryan Braun in right field. Raul Ibanez in left. David Wright. Shane Victorino. Yadier Molina does the catching, and Tim Lincecum is pitching and batting ninth. So here is Hanley Ramirez. There is ball one low from Roy Halladay representing the Toronto Blue Jays.
You said in the opening he has been the buoy of the Toronto Blue Jays for the last decade. What a performer. Scouting report, he has been the I-beam. We looked that up. I'm not an architect or anything, but the I-beam is supposedly the structure of the house. That's why we use that word, that wording there. He works very fast and works very effectively to both sides of the plate.
Who'd you make look that up? And why?
In the Architecture Digest.
Hanley Ramirez hits one to second like a rocket, and Aaron Hill makes the play, one out. Tonight's game is sponsored by Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. Find out how every generation refreshes the world at refresheverything.com. By Gillette, the best a man can get. And by Prescription Spiriva. There's a look at Michael Young, who is at third base. We're going to tell you why he was in the starting lineup when he was at the plate, but he went after the first pitch, so we didn't get a chance. Evan Longoria had a cut that turned into an infection in his finger. He is better today. They think he'll be better by the weekend. He's obviously got his manager here, Joe Maddon, so he was at least optimistic that they'll get Evan Longoria back. He's here. Longoria was introduced before the game, but not good enough to play. So Michael Young from the Texas Rangers, certainly deserving with all that he's done, gets the start at third base. Pujols on deck. Chase Utley at the plate, and the count's 1-1 strike. 100 plus RBIs for 4 straight years from this second baseman, Chase Utley. He also had that hip surgery, and he has worked his way back and is much better here in 2009 and now in the hole 1-2.
When Chase had that surgery last November, the Phillies didn't think he'd be back until the middle of May, but he heals quickly and loves to play.
Halladay, a power right-hander, brings it, and it's up and away a bit, 2-2. The question is now, where will Roy Halladay finish this season and pitch next year? He's under contract for one more year at big dollars, the $15 million neighborhood. At some point tonight, we'll talk to Ken Rosenthal about that. One out. Utley grounds to first. Teixeira gets the big hop, 2 out, and here comes Albert Pujols. They have seen their favorite make an error already in this All-Star game. And it's set up the 2 runs scored by the American League in the top half of this inning with flashbulbs popping around this park. The great, and I mean great, Albert Pujols takes a ball.
Nobody has had numbers through his first 9 years like Albert Pujols. Nobody in the history of the game.
The reigning MVP takes a strike, and it's 1-1. You said early in the year, and I agree with you 100%, that the page is turned and the best player in the game, certainly the best hitter in the game, is standing at the plate right now. 2-1.
It was A-Rod, now it's Pujols.
One of 3 players to have 100 or more RBIs in each of his first 8 seasons. Al Simmons did it 11 years, Ted Williams 8. That's down, 3-1. With Brian Braun on deck. With 2 out, Pujols rips one to third, and what a play by Michael Young. Poor defense in the top of this first. Eye-popping defense on this play by Michael Young. With a stab to his left, we go to the second in St. Louis, 2-0 AL.
It can be tough living with COPD, but I try not to let it slow me down. I go down to the pool for a swim, get out and dance, even play a little hide and seek. I'm breathing better with Spiriva.
Spiriva is the only once-daily inhaled maintenance treatment for both forms of COPD, which includes chronic bronchitis and emphysema.
I take it every day. It keeps my airways open to help me breathe better all day long. And it's not a steroid.
Spiriva does not replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden symptoms. Stop taking Spiriva and call your doctor if your breathing suddenly worsens, your throat or tongue swells, you get hives, or have vision changes or eye pain. Tell your doctor if you have glaucoma, problems passing urine, or an enlarged prostate, as these may worsen with Spiriva. Also discuss the medicines you take, even eye drops. Side effects may include dry mouth, constipation, and trouble passing urine.
Every day could be a good day to breathe better.
Ask your doctor if once daily Spiriva is right for you.
Welcome to the Now Network, population 49 million. Right now, 1.5 million people are on a conference call. 750,000 wish they weren't. Construction workers are making 244,000 Nextel Direct Connect calls. 1 million people are responding to an email. 151 accidentally hit Reply All. That's happening now. America's most dependable 3G network, bringing you the first wireless 4G network. Sprint, the Now Network.
Autobots or Decepticons. Choose a side of the Transform Your Way game at BK and you can win an all-new Chevy Camaro, LG home theater system, and other prime prizes, even $1 million. Every game piece has a chance to win, only at Burger King.
We didn't know which of the 3,296 Holiday Inn hotels you'd be staying in. So we're refreshing all of them. Holiday Inn, official partner of Major League Baseball road trips.
It's the embodiment of American optimism, where on game day, the stats provide only a prelude. The ending is unwritten. And from the moment the first pitch is hurled, all that remains is opportunity.
And he puts a charge into one.
The 80th All Star Game on Fox. Brought to you by the all-new Chevy Equinox. Log on to Chevy.com and learn more today.
First pitch swinging is Aaron Hill. Grounds to the shortstop Ramirez, and like that, one out. Here in the top of the second, and Roy Halladay will be the hitter. Tonight, did you know Holiday Inn has the AL and NL All-Stars hitting to support two outstanding charities? The AL is hitting for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, while the NL is swinging for the MLB RBI program presented by KPMG. The hits will be tracked on the Holiday Inn hit tracker in right center field. The team with the most hits will earn a $50,000 donation for their charity. The other team's charity receives $25,000 courtesy of Holiday Inn. In baseball, Holiday Inn is the official partner of MLB Road Trips. Go to holidayinn.com to book reservations for your next road trip. And here's Roy Halladay, who for this road trip to St. Louis evidently didn't pack a helmet.
Didn't think he'd be hitting.
I think they took the sticker off the front. He may be wearing Evan Longoria's helmet. There's a strike over the outside corner in the count 2-2. Well, we know you all tuned in for a Roy Halladay at bat. With one out, nobody on, he slaps at it and fouls it. Ken Rosenthal is with us. Before we go too far in this game, Kenny, where do you think Roy Halladay will end up, if anywhere, other than Toronto?
Joe, he is going to be traded, in my opinion. The Phillies and Yankees are two teams to watch. Right now, the Jays are looking at teams all over the country, farm systems. They've got their scouts all over the place. They're not going to rush into any deal without first exploring every possibility. Now, Halladay, he's got that full no-trade clause. Since arriving in St. Louis, he has discussed numerous scenarios with his agent, but he hasn't formed any concrete plans, hasn't come up with a list of preferred teams. One other thing, the Jays are not ruling out trading Halladay within the division to the Red Sox or Yankees. They only want to make the best deal.
Well, you can see Halladay smiling on his way back. He said something to Ichiro like, you try to hit that curveball. I can't. And he's the second out here in the second inning, and here's Suzuki. Ichiro singled, and that kind of got things started for the American League. Then the hit batsman, Jeter, in the first. Mauer reached on a force out at third, then the error by Pujols on a ball hit by Teixeira, a base hit by Bay, and a force out hit into by Josh Hamilton for an RBI, and it's 2-0 American League. And Tim, you and I might be fast wearing those shoes.
Yeah. How about don't get carried away now.
The 1-1 pitch is out of the strike zone, 2-1. How about Ichiro's face in the American League clubhouse when he was handing a baseball to President Obama asking for an autograph?
That to me was the best expression in the clubhouse. Delighted, sheer delight. Like a 12-year-old.
We didn't have the audio, but after President Obama signed the baseball, he handed it back and he said, here you go, Hall of Famer. Here is a line drive into right, hit hard, but right at Ryan Braun. We go to the bottom of the second here in St. Louis. NL coming up, down 2-0 to the American League.
It's a perfect day for baseball.
2 outs, last of the ninth.
With one swing, he could win the game.
He winds and fires.
And there's a long drive to deep right.
It goes back.
Holy cow!
As long as there's been the great American pastime, there's been the great American lager.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Budweiser since 1876.
Dark forces attempt to penetrate these walls.
Critics are calling Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince the best Potter yet.
I cannot destroy it alone.
Spectacular. Spellbinding.
Close your eyes.
Breathtaking.
Fight back!
Harry, no! A triumph. and the Half-Blood Prince. Rated PG. Starts tomorrow.
Hey, Dad, did you pick me at a cell phone?
Cell walls are thicker than plasma membranes and were originally discovered by Robert Hooke in a sample of cork.
Okay. So I guess that means you didn't find me a phone?
Thousands of telephone poles are destroyed each year by woodpeckers. Woodpeckers also nest in the cavities of trees, fence posts, and
Which
even
celebrity
buildings.
mom has another one on the way?
What? Soccer mom.
Hot moms.
Mom jeans.
Moms who wear jeans to match their teens' jeans.
Find the cure at Bing.com. It's not just a search engine, it's the first ever decision engine from Microsoft.
Come on in. You're invited to the Chevy Open House, where getting a new vehicle is easy, because the price on the tag is the price you pay. You'll find low, straightforward pricing on remaining 08 and 09 models, including 8 that offer an EPA estimated 30 miles per gallon highway or better. Now get an 09 Cobalt XFE with an EPA estimated 37 mpg highway for under $15,000 after all offers. Go to Chevy.com/open house for more detail.
Hey, Brian, let's go get a new toasty bullet for only $3.
Shh, I'm in a session. Brian, is the talking toaster in the room?
Brian, for what you're paying this whack job, you could eat a year's worth of toasty bullets. It's over half a foot of Quiznos flavor on slim, sleek ciabatta bread for only $3. Let's snag a $3 toasty bullet.
Oh, that sounds good. That's crazy talk.
New $3 toasty bullets. Quiznos. Toasty.
The 2009 All Star Game on Fox is sponsored by Budweiser. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser, the great American lager. Well, we are honored to be joined here in our broadcast booth in St. Louis as we move to the bottom of the second inning, and the National League will bat. That means Ryan Braun will lead it off. By the gentleman who is the 44th President of the United States of America. Here you are, Mr. Barack Obama. What an honor.
Well, it is. This is as much fun as I've had in quite some time.
Tell us about wearing the jacket. Mark Burley said you were going to wear the jacket, the White Sox jacket, and he thought you were kidding.
No, listen, everybody knows I'm a White Sox fan, and my wife thinks I look cute in this jacket, so between those two things, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, I give you credit because most of the time politicians will try to play it down the middle, but there's not a lot of Cub love coming from.
Listen, I'm not a Cubs hater. You guys have met some of these White Sox fans just hate the Cubs. I'm not one of those guys. I just don't root for them. That's all.
I wonder if a night like this for you, you've been all over the place. You've been in Russia, you've been in Rome meeting with Pope Benedict, you were in Africa, in Ghana, which I know was an emotional trip for you, and gave that speech. I wonder, coming here tonight has got to be such a nice respite for you just to enjoy a game.
Enjoying the game, but also, first of all, I served in Illinois, and everybody knows Southern Illinois is Cardinals country. So I've got a lot of friends here. It's as close to home as I've been in a while. And this is the national pastime. So to go down there, meet Stan Musial and Bob Gibson and those guys, and it's such a reminder about what's great about this country. You can't beat it, and it's a real treat.
You have reached the highest office in the land, and yet I would imagine that your heart must have been pounding underneath that Sox jacket when you stepped out there to throw out the ceremonial first pitch.
This is the second time I've done it. Now I threw it out during the American League Championship series that the Sox ended up winning the World Series. And when you're a senator, they show you no respect, so they just hand you the ball. You don't get a chance to warm up. Now here, at least they had me down with Pujols in the batting cage. Practicing a little bit.
Did you do any practice before? Did you forget the baseline moves for a while and put the basketball down and then pick up the baseball any time on Air Force One?
I tell you what, we did a little practicing in the Rose Garden, but what is true is I'm a great baseball fan. I did not play organized baseball when I was a kid, and so I think some of these natural moves aren't so natural to me.
You mentioned the White Sox winning the World Series back in 2005. For being a fan for so long, that had to be a thrill for you.
It was just wonderful, and I was just talking to Jerry Reinsdorf, the White Sox owner, about this. They had just lost the first game, and after I threw out my pitch, they won 8 straight. So if any of these teams need a lefty.
Well, you've kind of been in the predicting business here lately, and you're 2 for your last 2.
I'm 2 for 2.
Well, you had
North Carolina and the Steelers.
Okay, so then the next question is: here we are in 2009. Who takes it all?
It's a little early for that.
Okay.
You know, I tend to try to get a little more information. I tell you what, though, what's been interesting about baseball this year, other than the Dodgers, who've been playing terrific ball, is there's a lot of parity, which I think is terrific because it means, you know, everybody around the country has a little bit of hope for their team. They're thinking that maybe the exception might be the Nationals, who you know, are still young and just have a new ballpark.
They just fired their manager, but they seem to be outside of that.
I noticed Tim's just biting his lip over here.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be.
You're trying to be politically correct.
I'm trying to be encouraging to the country and the baseball fans everywhere.
Okay. I was actually thinking of when you honored the Philadelphia Phillies, the world champions, at the White House about 3 weeks ago.
Had a lot of fun. You know, wonderful people. Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins. The whole crew there was just a class act, and I like the way they play. You know, scrappy team and real team ball, and so very impressive. And my campaign manager was he was from Delaware, so he was a crazy Phillies fan, and them winning kept him in a good mood, even when we were having problems.
And right on cue, a Philadelphia Phillies, Shane Victorino gets a base hit into right, and it's 2 on with 2 out. For the National League, who are down 2-0, you know.
By the way, this is a Hawaiian kid. And since I grew up in Hawaii, this kid, while we were down in the clubhouse, he actually gave me some macadamia nuts from back home.
He is the first position player to come out of Hawaii. There have been 3 pitchers, but he's the first position player.
Great guy.
Yeah. The National League has Yadier Molina at the plate. The National League, as you know, hasn't won the All Star Game since 1996.
This is a problem.
You were starting your political career. You were elected to the Illinois State Senate. I mean, that's how long it's been. Here's a foul out of play. So I'm thinking.
What's your guys' theory on that? Why it is? I mean, 3-4 years you can say it's just happenstance. It starts getting to be a trend when you're starting to look at 12 years. What's going on?
I think the National League's trying to catch up with the American League because of the designated hitter.
Right.
I think the DHs add so much offense that when you get in an All-Star game, even though you may have the pitcher hitting, the overall lineup is much stronger.
And to be quite honest, the American League has just been a better league.
Yeah.
They've dominated interleague play
over the last several years.
And over the last several years, I think the National League is catching up. I really do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, Molina's at the plate with 2 on and 2 out. No bailout plan, though, in place for the National League. That's
no, man, we're out of money.
There's a base hit into center field. Here comes David Wright, safe, 2-1. Ball gets away from Hawaii, from the Phillies. Shane Victorino ties it. It's 2-2.
There you go.
When you give the President of the United States macadamia nuts, good things happen.
Good things happen.
That's right.
Absolutely.
The hometowner, Yadier Molina, got a base hit to center. Ball got away. There'll be an error on the play. And Molina, who's really worked hard to make himself a better hitter, as with that swing and that throw by Hamilton from center that got away, tied this game at 2.
You may ask yourself, why no pitcher backing up third? Because Roy Halladay was backing up home, thinking the throw was going to be there.
Right.
But it went to third off of Victorino's shoulder, and he scores easily to tie the ball game.
And so now you go from Yadier Molina, who is celebrating here in his home park, to one of the most dangerous pinch hitters you can find anywhere, Prince Fielder, who won the home run derby here last night. And you had a nice moment before this game, Mr. President, with Prince Fielder and Ryan Howard and Albert Pujols saying, hey guys, your home city, your home park, and this guy got you for the home run derby.
And you could tell they weren't entirely happy about it. They smiled, but
that's into the corner and fair. He's calling a ground rule double. Molina scores, and it's 3-2 National League.
All right. How about that?
The left field umpire, Tim Timmons, working his first All-Star game, clearly a fair ball, put his hands up. Typically that means foul ball. He put his hands up when the ball jumped into the seats. And how about Prince Fielder right off the bench to give the National League the lead? And well, there you go. There is Mark Burley, who's about to loosen up for the American League.
It's about time.
So Halladay gets roughed up here with 2 out in the bottom of the second, and just like that, the NL is on top.
Mr. President, my partner asked Joe Madden not to put Mark Burley into the game while you were here because Mark Burley works too quickly. We wouldn't have enough time with you.
He even warms up, I would imagine.
Well, in a hurry. He's had a good season. He got roughed up a little bit himself his last game, but I think he's doing well.
Hanley Ramirez grounds out. You've been luck. Can you stay for one more moment? Is that all right? Or
let me find out what our situation is. I think I'm getting the cue.
You told me that.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President.
It's been an honor.
It's a wonderful
pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
There it is. The ceremonial first pitch, and luck for the NL in the bottom of the second. They're up 3-2.
Fox 35 takes you on a local mission to clean the world.
Our goal is to save 1 million lives.
Tomorrow at 10.
It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico. It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Wow. What? Nothing.
I can take this whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, thanks. Because I paid for it last, so, you know.
That's it. Love this place. Free Wi-Fi.
Free paper.
Free refills.
If you like free, you'll love WAMU Free Checking. Get free online banking, a free debit card, free checks, and free ATM cash withdrawals.
Do you have a biscotti? Another one?
Biscotti's free.
Yeah, I knew that.
Free checking from WAMU. Now backed by the power of Chase.
Journey into a world of excitement. Go beyond the screen and jump into the action of your favorite movies and TV shows. Live the adventure of a lifetime in far-off and fantastic lands. Right now, get an entire year of excitement at both Universal theme parks for less than $14 a month with a 2-park annual Power Pass. Get away any day at Universal Orlando Resort.
This will be the best summer ever. Good times, good people together.
Summer doesn't get any better than this. It's Toyota's Best for Less sales event. The best value of any brand for less. Get $2,200 total savings on new 2009 Toyota Tacoma double cab models. That's $2,200 total savings on the best-selling compact truck in America. Toyota, moving forward.
The story of Tim Lincecum begins in the backyard. Dad, son, and a pitcher's mound. Dad taught him that astonishing delivery by doing things like placing a dollar bill on the ground to make sure he'd follow through.
3-2 pitch.
Tim's followed through all right.
And Tim Lincecum gets it done.
It's no freak show. It's a story that just keeps getting better. This is beyond dedication. This is beyond baseball.
Well, we've had some action already in the St. Louis Cardinals closer, Ryan Franklin, who's been a revelation this year for the Cardinals. He has 21 saves in 22 tries and a microscopic ERA of 0.79. Derek Jeter first up, grounds to second, rolls up the arm of Utley, 1 out. Jeter, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first, grounds out. Paul Nart is down the right field line. Tim Timmons down the left field line. Angel Hernandez working third base. Jeff Kellogg At second, at first base is Brian Gorman. Dana DeMuth is the home plate umpire in his 26th year in Major League Baseball and working his third All-Star game. He's the crew chief. And they get that honor here on the 14th of July in St. Louis, 2009. Here is Mauer. And a good breaking ball from Franklin for strike one. Well, I tried to ask for another half inning. I mean, you can't blame the guy for trying.
Oh, absolutely. He does have a rather hectic schedule, though. We can understand that.
You know,
yes.
The answer is not yes if you don't ask.
That's right.
Here is a line drive caught by Pujols, 2 out, and we go down to the field and check in with Chris Rose. Chris.
All right, Joe, thank you. Doc, I know that second inning didn't go the way that you wanted, but still sum up the whole experience between starting an All-Star game, getting to meet the president, the whole bit.
It's overwhelming. You know,
Well, we lost the microphone. We'll ask Chris later what Roy Halladay said. With 2 out, nobody on. Ryan Franklin, I mean, this is a perfect example. Here's Franklin. You have no time to tell his story, and his story's a good one. In 3 years, averaging over 200 innings as a starter in Seattle, goes to Philadelphia. Charlie Manuel, who's managing him right now tonight, moves him to the bullpen. He didn't like it. Came to St. Louis hoping to make the starting rotation. He ended up as the primary setup reliever for Jason Isringhausen. Isringhausen leaves. The Cardinals started the year trying 2 kids, Perez and Mott, as closers. They weren't ready. Perez has since been traded to the Cleveland Indians in the Mark DeRosa deal. And all Franklin has done has been just about perfect since becoming the closer for St. Louis.
Joe, we've been together for 14 years, and we often talk about how dangerous the slider is. Ryan Franklin told me in Chicago this last weekend he's thrown 1 slider this year. It was hit for a home run. He said, "I'll never throw another one."
With 2 out, nobody on, Teixeira just got a piece to stay alive. So the count remains 1-2, and Mark Teixeira just got a piece. While we were talking to President Obama with 2 out, nobody on. Wright got a hit, little blue pit. Victorino a solid base hit to right. Molina with a base hit to score a run, an error on the play, tie game, and then a pinch hit, RBI double. Hit by Prince Fielder. Now a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Franklin. His night is finished, and Pujols flips him the baseball, and we'll try to flip one out of here. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. He is due up second for the NL, up 1. America's pastime. You're watching it 1 game at a time? With DirecTV, you can follow up to 8 games live on 1 screen, and they're all in HD. It's MLB Extra Innings Superfan, and of course, it's from DirecTV.
Hate getting stuck in this lane.
If you're not in the meetings,
and your boss has no brain.
If you hate filling out your time sheets.
Take a breakation. Taco Bell's new Pina Colada Frutista Freeze. Topped with real fruit. It's part break, part vacation.
If you like
Think outside the bun.
Sometimes being there means helping you afford everything a true fan needs. That's why State Farm has so many ways to save. So there's more for the little things.
This is the new iPhone. If you want to tell it who to call, just say, "Call Dave Taylor."
Calling Dave Taylor. Mobile.
And if you want to tell it what to play, just say, "Play songs by Jack Johnson."
Playing songs by Jack Johnson.
Voice control on the iPhone 3GS, the most powerful iPhone yet.
That's not honest. Nothing you've said. 'Cause I got this feeling. Is it what they call deja vu? I'm not in my head, yeah. I don't believe you.
You're involved in this. It's not true. You're lying. I can see it in your face.
Well, there's nobody that works any quicker in the big leagues than Mark Buehrle, and there's nobody that from the left side has really worked any better than Mark Buehrle for the Chicago White Sox since 2001. This guy has been automatic, and he fires a strike, and you will, if you've never seen him pitch, enjoy his pace, as I'm sure his infielders and outfielders do behind him. He's waiting on the hitter. The 0-1. Good pitch down and in. Utley in the hole 0-2.
Mark Buehrle is a thorough professional from St. Charles, Missouri, and has made it known to everybody that he wants to pitch for the Cardinals one day, even for a day.
Here's Utley into left center field, and over to get it is Hamilton for out number 1. Batter will be Pujols. Hits for Hunger builds upon the Bank of America $1 million grant to Feeding America, serving 25 million Americans who are at risk of hunger. Bank of America will donate $5,000 to Feeding America for every hit during tonight's game. Make your donation now to feedingamerica.org and help bring an end to hunger. Here's Albert Pujols. Hit a shot over to third his first time up. Michael Young made a very good play. He's 0 for 1. In case you're wondering, manager Charlie Manuel was guaranteeing 2 at-bats and was hedging on whether there would be a third for Albert Pujols.
Yeah, he said in order to get him 3 at-bats, he wanted to hit him first, but he didn't have enough courage to do that. He said maybe next year.
The 2-1 is hit to the right side. Good defensive positioning by Teixeira, way off the bag. 2 out.
There are 3 terrific defensive first basemen in the American League. Carlos Pena, Kevin Youkilis, they're all here tonight, and Mark Teixeira.
2-time Gold Glove Award winner. Carlos Pena, you mentioned, outstanding. Some think that Adrian Gonzalez of the San Diego Padres may be the best out of all of them, which is saying a lot. Here's Ryan Braun, and there is Mark Buehrle. A strike since 2001 among left-handed pitchers across baseball. Number 2 in games started, number 1 in innings pitched, number 1 in wins, number 4 in complete games with 23, and the 7th most strikeouts. To his left and in, it's Jeter, and that is a typical Buehrle inning. Down they go, 1, 2, 3, quickly. 4th inning, 3-2 NL.
When Domino's American Legends were created with 6 famous regional tastes, we had no idea the feud that would ensue.
Our Cali chicken goes big with smoked bacon and creamy white sauce. Chump.
Whatever. Y'all can't touch this Memphis barbecue chicken with tangy sauce and this cheddar crust.
Well, you best get ready for your provolone beatdown.
Please, how about we put some South in your mouth?
This Cali's gonna crush you, barbecue eat.
Smog breathing,
sweet tea sipping,
stuck in traffic.
Country bumpkin.
You got nothing on this.
Bring it.
Domino's American Legends, 6 famous regional tastes, each with a cheesy crust. You decide the best of the best.
From Walt Disney Pictures.
David right here to tell you about G-Force, the most fun you'll have at the movies this summer.
Check out my spy walk. Yeah.
Blaster and the rest of G-Force are teaming up to take evil down.
Don't scratch it. Oh, yeah!
And don't forget, if a grand slam is hit during the MLB All Star Game, the first 1 million people to have registered at Disney.com will win a free ticket to see G-Force in 3D on July 24th.
Holla!
Holla!
Ay, ay, ay.
G-Force in 3D. Rated PG.
These 2 here, guys. It's all good, man. Don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. You know what? Follow me.
There you go, guys. Enjoy the game.
Heineken Light, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Hey, guys, can you pass me one? Please?
Heineken Light. Give yourself a good name.
we didn't know which of the 3,296 Holiday Inn hotels you'd be staying in. So we're refreshing all of them. Holiday Inn, official partner of Major League Baseball road trips.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Equinox. With an EPA estimated 32 miles per gallon and up to 600 miles between fill-ups. It's the most fuel-efficient crossover on the highway. Better than the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and even the Ford Escape Hybrid. The all-new Chevy Equinox.
The 2009 All-Star Game on Fox is sponsored by the all-new Chevy Equinox, offering an EPA estimated 32 mpg highway and up to 600 highway miles between fill-ups. See your local Chevy dealer. Beautiful night here in St. Louis, and Jason Bay, who has a base hit, walks to the plate to lead it off against the new National League pitcher Dan Herron, who has to be, for the Cardinals and their fans, in the category of one that got away. Dan Herron came up in the Cardinal organization. He's working in his third All-Star game. Started for the American League with the A's in 2007, the game in San Francisco, and first pitch swinging, line drive to right, and staggering is Ryan Braun, but he makes the play. One out. Let's hope that Chris's microphone's working this time. Chris Rose.
Yeah, Joe, that's the nice thing about an All-Star game. A lot of reserve players and reserve microphones as well. I'm joined by the White Sox hurler Mark Burley, who's from the St. Louis area, and the president wearing your team's jacket. What a great night for you, man.
It was awesome. He said something in the clubhouse that he was going to put one on, a shirt or something with socks, and I didn't think he was. I thought he was kind of joking around. I thought he had to wear something, All-Stars. But everybody was getting on me about it. Look at him. He's got the White Sox stuff on. It's pretty cool.
Did you get your photo? I know you wanted one with him.
Yeah, we wanted to, but he obviously was in a hurry. Kind of come by just saying hi to each person, and he signed a couple autographs, and he's got a lot more important stuff to do.
You're from St. Charles, Missouri, which is about 25 minutes from the stadium or so. So we're talking extra special moment.
Yeah, it was. It's special, especially to have family and friends here and be able to pitch here. I didn't know, obviously, pitching on Sunday if I was able to pitch here, but and getting to face Pujols, one of the best hitters in the league right now. I think that's something special.
Quick work once again, in and out in like 6 pitches. Mark, congratulations. Joe, let's send it back to you.
All right, Chris, thank you. And if Dan Herron is the pitcher that got away, that last pitch was one that got away, and Yadier Molina turned around and just caught it like no problem catching a ball behind him. Here is Hamilton, did not extend his arms, and Victorino is there for out number 2. When we talk about Danny Herron, he's only allowed 1 run in 4 All-Star innings that he's pitched. But here's a guy who was 6-10 as a Cardinal, was traded away after that 2004 season when the Cardinals won the NL pennant but lost to the Red Sox in the World Series. They traded him in December of that year with Derek Barton and Kiko Calero to get Mark Mulder, who was never really healthy here in St. Louis. Base hit through the left side past David Wright, and Michael Young, who got the late nod to be the third base starter, is 1 for 2, and he's on with 2 out here in the 4th.
One of the reasons that Dan Herron is so difficult is because of that hesitation. Normally, when a pitcher picks that left leg up, he's supposed to deliver the ball quickly. But that hesitation throws off a hitter's timing. You really don't know when to get in your attack mode if you're a hitter. It's very, very difficult to pick Dan Herron up.
At the plate is Aaron Hill, his first All-Star game. Maybe the best number 2 hitter in baseball when you look at his numbers. He ranks first among number 2 hitters in home runs, hits, and RBIs. Plays for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he is a very powerful second baseman, and here's a very powerful right-hander, Dan Herron.
Yeah, see, from the stretch, he doesn't do that. He's using the slide move with speed on Michael Young at first base. But from the windup, he will hesitate with his left leg, and it's very difficult to pick up by a hitter.
2 outs, a runner at first, and Aaron Hill in the hole 0-2. Molina blocks it in the dirt. So fundamentally sound, has a cannon for a throwing arm, and he has 31 pickoffs
A guy that if you're at first base, second base, third base, you better be on your toes or he'll get you.
Well, the 31st pickoff we saw on Saturday against the Chicago Cubs with Ryan Theriot on at first base, and it was one of the more remarkable catcher's play I have ever seen. Behind the left-handed batter, and the throw to a shocked Theriot at first base to get him.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Aaron Hill. On deck is Carlos Pena, who would bat for the pitcher Burley. The next is down and away, and this was Yadier Molina on Saturday at Wrigley.
Phenomenal. Just to catch that ball is one thing, but to be in a throwing position and throw it as quickly as he did, stunning.
There goes Young, and a smash to short picked up by Hanley Ramirez, and that sends us into the bottom of the 4th. NL to the plate, up by a run.
The line between like and love, you've crossed it. Let the world know. Put your favorite team logo on your credit card, check card, and checks with MLB Banking. Only from Bank of America.
Yeah. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. Sing it. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young.
Every generation refreshes the world.
Cool.
The Edge Pizza from Pizza Hut is back. It's toppings on top of toppings with no outer crust to fence them in. Go to the Edge with either the works, meaty, or pepperoni for just $9.99 for a medium. Now you're eating America's favorite pizza, Pizza Hut.
Are you going to sign in, or shall I?
This has only just begun.
We have never faced a threat like this. If we fail, there is no backup.
Then I know what I gotta do.
It is the most advanced automobile we have ever created. A car that can help awaken its driver if he begins to doze. Keep him in his lane if he starts to wander. Even stop itself if he becomes distracted. If you want to see the future of the automobile, just look at the new E-Class today. This is the 9th generation E-Class. This is Mercedes-Benz.
One pair of pleated slacks. I don't think so.
Get back on.
A pair of capri pants. Never in a million years. One pair of khaki shorts. Ain't gonna happen. The perfect pair of jeans. Priceless. Use your MasterCard and you could win the perfect pair of jeans and a trip in MasterCard's Break In Your Jeans promotion.
What a night it's been, and here is Zach Greinke, and there is Ibanez going after the first pitch, pops it up, foul territory. Michael Young finds it and catches it. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Raul Ibanez, who at 37 is having a career year. He's been dealing with a groin injury, but he's the oldest non-pitcher to make an All-Star game debut since Babe Ruth at the age of 38. In the first game in 1933 at Comiskey, and of course you know what happened in that game. Ruth, what do you think he did?
Of course, he hit the first home run in All-Star competition.
So Ibanez was a real interesting story. He didn't have a season where he had 300 at bats in a year until he turned 30. Designated for assignment a couple of times by Kansas City, and that's the organization Zach Greinke represents, and he fires a strike to David Wright. 5 complete games the first 10 starts of the year for Zach Greinke, with 2 shutouts mixed in. First 29 innings pitched this season, no earned runs allowed. He's got power, he's got finesse. 4-pitch pitcher, and he's a guy who has worked his way back, trying to control a social anxiety disorder. After leaving his team in spring of 2006, he has worked his way back. Bob McClure, longtime Brewer, short time with the Cardinals, is his pitching coach in Kansas City. His manager Trey Hillman is here with him in St. Louis, and he's had a lot of support. Buddy Bell, the former Kansas City manager, was a guy who really supported Zach Greinke, and these guys around him have built him up, and now they're seeing just how good he can be. That is filthy. Over the outside corner, 2 out.
After all those fastballs and then the slider to just nip the corner to right.
Our trivia question tonight brought to you by Domino's American Legends Pizzas. 6 amazingly regionally inspired tastes, each with a cheesy crust. Who are the only 2 MLB legends to win the Triple Crown twice? Here's Victorino. And like he was for the Phillies during October last year, he's been right in the middle of the action here tonight with a single, a run scored, and that 3-run bottom of the second.
He was the 33rd player added to the roster, each team with 33 players. In fact, Victorino made a little campaign with the mayor of Philadelphia, Michael Nutter. They went door to door, and Victorino said, you know, I'm not used to doing that. I don't know if that's a good idea. And Michael Nutter said, the mayor of Philadelphia said, that's how I got elected.
You saw the list of natives of Hawaii to make an All-Star game. 3 pitchers, and now Shane Victorino, who's one of the real good guys in this game. Good player. 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss on another nasty pitch in the dirt. That does it for the bottom of the 4th. Flying through it, 5th inning now. 9 1 and 2 hitters coming up for the American League as they trail it 3-2.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Equinox. With an EPA estimated 32 miles per gallon and up to 600 miles between fill-ups. It's the most fuel-efficient crossover on the highway. Better than the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and even the Ford Escape Hybrid. The all-new Chevy Equinox.
My name is Blake, and I'm the chief shoe giver at Tom's Shoes. I operate my entire business from my phone. I need a network with great coverage, because for every pair of shoes that we sell, we give a pair away to a child in need. It would be impossible for me to do this without a network that works around the world.
More bars in more places. AT&T, the best coverage worldwide.
George Simmons saw me just stand up. He wants you to write jokes for him.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
From director Judd Apatow. I'm a chubby, hairy man.
Are you trying to make sure no girl will ever sleep with you again?
On July 31st.
It's good to be young.
You should cherish this. This is the best time of your life.
Get ready for some serious comedy.
Laughter is wonderful medicine. Your accent's very thick.
Are you mad that you died at the end of Die Hard?
Funny people. Rated R. July 31st.
When Domino's American Legends were created, we had no idea the feud that would ensue.
Yo, Philly cheesesteak is where it's at. Pacific Veggie is primo, dude. You're all talk and no meat. Listen, meathead, you ain't got nothing.
Domino's American Legends. You decide the best of the best.
The big leagues just got bigger. The Big Stew from 2K Sports. Rated everyone 10 and up.
So what's the problem? These are hot. We're shipping them everywhere.
But we can't predict our shipping costs.
Dallas, Detroit, different rates.
Well, with us, it's the same flat rate.
Same flat rate. Boston, Boise?
Same flat rate.
Alabama, Alaska?
With priority mail flat rate boxes from the Postal Service, if it fits, it ships anywhere in the country for a low flat rate.
Dude's good.
Dude's real good. Dudes,
Priority mail flat rate boxes, only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship.
The 2009 All-Star Game on Fox is sponsored by Domino's American Legends Pizzas, by AT&T, your world delivered, and by the all-new Chevy Equinox. Tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by DirecTV. Only DirecTV brings you theater quality 1080p picture and Dolby 5.1 sound. Call 1-800-DirecTV. Carl Crawford will come off the bench. Number of changes. Ryan Zimmerman from the Nationals takes over at third base. Not the only. After the first pitch, Crawford takes a strike from the new pitcher. We'll give you him after we tell you that's Brad Hoppen right. Braun has switched over to left field, so Braun stays in the ballgame. He's at the other corner outfield spot, and Chad Billingsley is on the mound. If you were trying and attempting to keep a scorecard at home, I applaud you. And Hopp is batting fifth, Zimmerman ninth, and the pitcher spot right now is sixth for the National League. It's down and in, and Crawford ahead on the count, 2 balls and a strike. Carl Crawford is the guy that gets on base and makes things happen for the Tampa Bay Rays. The top base stealer in the game, and we're going to see him test Yadier Molina at some point here in a moment as Crawford is on to lead off.
More than any other player in recent memory, Carl Crawford has made it very common that, look, if I get on, I'm going to try to steal. And you have an ideal situation with the hitter up. Ichiro Suzuki a lot tougher to throw for a catcher, but again, the strong arm of Molina behind the plate.
Crawford's a guy who stole 6 bases in a game on May 3rd against the Red Sox. When you look at his stolen base percentage among players in the American League, he's number 2 since 1950 to Willie Wilson, the great Kansas City Royal. Here is Ichiro, and Billingsley with more of a slide step. You know he's aware of the speed, not only at first base but at the plate. Ball one high. There goes Crawford, and a foul straight back by Ichiro.
Tremendous jump by Crawford, such acceleration. Hall of Famer we saw before the game tonight, Lou Brock, second all-time in stolen bases with the Cardinals, was the fastest accelerator I have ever seen from first to second. I think Carl Crawford's a close second.
Imagine how fast he'd be if he pulled his pants up.
Well, Lou Brock had his pants pulled
he did
up.
Way high. 1-1 pitch is fouled out of play off to the left. Carl's got the bottom of the pants dragging on the ground while he goes down to second, and you're right. I mean, he is just as explosive as they get. And it's strength on strength. It's a guy who can fly at first, and it's a guy who can take care of fast base runners and base stealers at the plate, and Billingsley gives Crawford a look. Then you have to worry about Ichiro. Counts 1 ball 2 strikes, and now a ground ball right side. Utley will go for the lead man and make a brilliant play. Aggressive by Chase Utley, and he got the out at second, 1 away.
When you consider everything with which Utley had to cope, the speed on at first base, the pivot, he's in the hole on the right side. Very, very good play by Chase Utley. I remember Eddie Stanky, who was ahead of the Cardinal farm system, used to say on a play like that, go in standing up, because you actually you are in view of the shortstop trying to receive the throw from the second baseman. It's a perfectly legal play, but a lot of times when you slide like that, you clear the view for the second baseman to throw the ball.
Doesn't get a whole lot easier for the National League now with Ichiro at first. 1 out in the inning, and the batter is Jeter. Very good at hitting the ball to the right side with that hole over there in the NL defense. Fastball for a strike from Billingsley, who is a first-time All-Star. In this game, 30 first-time All-Stars. Billingsley is 24 years old. Struck out over 200 hitters last year for LA. Became the first Dodger to do that since 2001. Never had a losing season in the minor leagues or in the big leagues. The 0-1 pitch. That's strike 2. Jeter hit by a pitch, scored a run, grounded out. Facing his third different pitcher of the night. And he cried when Chris Webber called timeout, the infamous timeout when they didn't have one. He grew up rooting for Michigan Athletics, the University of. That's way outside.
If you look hard, you'll see Derek Jeter on the sidelines of the Wolverines football games during the fall. Saw him at the Notre Dame game a couple of years ago. From Kalamazoo.
Jeter, who was Rookie of the Year back in 1996. The year of the Yankees' return to greatness under Joe Torre. And the first of the 4 rings under Joe. There's a diving stop by Pujols. He gets the lead man. No chance to turn 2, but after shaky defense in the first inning, Utley and Pujols have made very good plays here in the 5th.
Yeah, you talked about the hole open on the right side. A lot of holes open on the right side. But then Pujols closes it down. So first Utley, now Pujols. Very nice.
So Jeter is hitless in this game. The batter is Joe Mauer, who is hitless as well. Checks in with the top average in baseball in the first half. And we're past 81 games in the schedule, by the way, but it's considered the first half with his .373 average. Billingsley's 1-0 is high. 2-0 on deck is Teixeira.
Chad Billingsley has worked himself into a bad situation with a guy hitting .373, and he's the type pitcher that cannot come inside to Mauer, and you have to do that to keep him honest. Mauer with a great stroke to left field.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Good zip on that fastball from Billingsley at 92. National League will have the bottom 2 in their lineup. First 2 hitters in the bottom of this 5th. That means that Molina is the biggest hit for the NL so far. Will lead off. There's strike 2. 2-2. One on, 2 out, 2-2 pitch. And a foul tip. This has really been a game, this All-Star Game, of streaks. From 1933, the first year. 1949, the American League won 12 of the 16 played. Then from 1950 to 1987, the National League went 33-8-1. From 88 through 08, AL dominance 17-3-1. There's a current and former manager of the St. Louis Cardinals. That's a line drive into left field. That is trouble. Digging for third is Jeter. Digging it out of the corner is Braun. The throw by Ramirez is not made, and Mauer has tied this game at 3.
Anybody who hits for a high average will use the other part of the field in which to hit. Mauer is especially good at staying on top of the ball with that top hand. And here he lines one to left field to tie the game for the American League. Well, what a stroke he's got. A lot of people in Minnesota talking about moving Joe Mauer from behind the plate. And right now, he does not want that to happen. He wants to remain a catcher.
You think eventually that will be the move?
I think so, yeah.
Here's Teixeira. Mark Teixeira could put the American League back on top, and he lines one foul down the right field line. It's 0-2. Teixeira is 29 years old. He's with his fourth team. Second time he's been an All-Star in his first year in a Yankee uniform, and his season really took off in 2009. The moment that Alex Rodriguez returned from his hip surgery and rehab. Got protection in the lineup, and then he just took off. 0-2 pitch is hit to the right side, kept on the infield by Pujols and turned into the final out. Two good plays by Albert Pujols to his right. Showing this crowd again, it's not all his bat that makes him great. 3-3 halfway through it.
Introducing Bud Light Lime in cans. The great taste of Bud Light Lime now goes wherever you need it to. Only the superior taste of Bud Light Lime with a refreshing splash of 100% natural lime flavor puts you in the summer state of mind. One taste and you'll find the summer state of mind. Bud Light Lime.
America's pastime. And you're watching it one game at a time? With DirecTV, you can follow up to 8 games live on one screen, and they're all in HD. It's MLB Extra Innings Superfan, and of course, it's from DirecTV.
$5 for the sub, huh? What about the drink and the chips?
Extra. Think a $5 sub is a good deal? It's time to unthink. KFC's new $5 fill-up boxes, each with a side and medium drink for just $5. Unthink and taste the unsub side of KFC.
Your vehicle's warning signs aren't this easy to spot. Fortunately, though, there are Napa Auto Care Centers where professional technicians will give your vehicle the preventive maintenance it needs to improve your gas mileage and possibly avoid major problems down the road. Napa, get the good stuff.
Broccoli, tuna, crescent rolls, 817. Getting everyone together for dinner.
You certainly are in a pickle.
Priceless. For groceries, there's credit and debit MasterCard.
Once again, tonight's trivia question brought to you by Domino's American Legends Pizzas. Who were the only two MLB legends to win the Triple Crown twice? The answer, Rogers Hornsby and Ted Williams. Domino's American Legends Pizzas, 6 amazing regionally inspired tastes, each with a cheesy crust. Carl Crawford stays in the ballgame. He's in left field. Adam Jones, one of the really talented young players, is out in right, and here is Edwin Jackson, hard-throwing right-hander on the mound, representing the Tigers, and Yadier Molina chops one to short. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning in what is now a tie game, and there are the numbers for Edwin Jackson, who's with the Dodgers, the Tampa Bay Rays, goes to Detroit in a deal that nobody really paid much attention to over the offseason for an outfielder, Matt Joyce, and here he is just dominating in the first half of the season, and he's in the All-Star game.
In his first year back in the American League hitters are batting .215 against Edwin. That is the best in the American League.
Batter now is Zimmerman, first at bat, and a guy who you've probably heard a lot about, even though he plays with the Washington Nationals, a team that doesn't get a lot of national exposure. He's 24 years old, but he's in his 5th year in the big leagues, and he hits one in the air to center, sending Hamilton back in front of the track, 2 out. So Zimmerman is retired, and back to the top of the order. This summer, please join Major League Baseball in answering President Obama's call to service through the United We Serve initiative. Join the fellow All-Stars among us in your community and sign up to volunteer at MLBGoBeyond.com. Billingsley, it looks like, will do the 1 inning and be finished. And here is Hanley Ramirez. And there's a ground ball left side. To his left is Michael Young. He's played good defense all night. We go to the 6th inning. And this All-Star game is tied at 3.
Come on in. You're invited to the Chevy Open House, where getting a new vehicle is easy, because the price on the tag is the price you pay on remaining 08 and 09 models. You'll find low, straightforward pricing. It's simple. Now get an 09 Silverado XFE with an EPA estimated 21 mpg highway for under $28,000 after all offers. Go to Chevy.com/open house for more details.
I'm teaching my son how to play the new Punch-Out, so every night is boxing night at our house. Keep your guard up. Of course, I used to play the original version back in the day, so I already know all the moves. It's almost not even fair. How did you... All right, 2 out of 3. 4 out of 7. 5 out of 9. 6 out of... I'm gonna make him cry like a little girl, and then I'm gonna mop the floor with his tears.
Fight 12 classic characters or go head-to-head in the all-new Punch-Out for Wii, rated everyone 10 and up.
Autobots or Decepticons. Choose a side of the Transform Your Way game at BK and you can win an all-new Chevy Camaro, LG home theater system, and other prime prizes, even $1 million. Every game piece has a chance to win, only at Burger King.
Be a part of paradise. Visit us at baseballparadise.com.
Gatorade. That's G. Everything you knew about fantasy football is about to change. Fox Fantasy Football. With more customizable features and new experiences, like playing live as the action happens in real time. Go to foxsports.com on MSN and see why fantasy football will never be the same.
The 2009 All-Star Game on Fox is sponsored by Gatorade. It's the heart, hustle, and soul of the game. That's G. Well, we'll try and get caught up here as Miguel Tejada takes over at shortstop, representing the Houston Astros, and the all-time saves leader with 574, Trevor Hoffman, is on the mound. 3-3 game, and the changeup artist gets one by the bat of young Adam Jones, strike one.
Joe, I remember a game we did on May 26th, the Phillies and the Yankees, and the day before we went into Joe Girardi's office and he was telling us the guy who's going to be a superstar in this league is Adam Jones.
Here is a rocket into right, back at the wall. This ball is caught. Sharply hit, crisp, but caught by Hoppin right. One out. He's got a long, lean body, very strong, and Joe Girardi said, I mean, in the series at Yankee Stadium, you know, he was knocking guys down and he was hitting rockets. He hit Jabba Chamberlain with a batted ball up the middle. He said he was going to take our whole roster out single-handedly. Here's Josh Hamilton, who so far is 0 for 2, has an RBI. He'll be followed by Michael Young, who delivered the big hit. Here's a line drive into right. Pop makes the play, and Hamilton's on with one out here in the 6th inning. The MLB Clutch Performer Award, presented by Pepsi, is selected each month by a fan vote. The winners from April and June: Zach Greinke of the Royals and Tim Lincecum of the Giants. We've seen them both here tonight. Join the rest of this season's winners for consideration as the Clutch Player of the Year presented by Pepsi. Be sure to vote at pepsiclutch.com.mlb.com for next month's winner. There is a strike to Michael Young. It's pepsiclutch.mlb.com. Find out more about the Pepsi Clutch performer. Here is Michael Young, who was clutch in 2006 at PNC Park in Pittsburgh against the man on the mound. He was given a lead and couldn't hang on to it, and now this time Young grounds to second for one and on to first for a double play, and a scoreless inning thrown by Trevor Hoffman. This time he gets Michael Young on a 4-6-3 double play, and the all-time saves leader gets congratulations off the field. 3-3, bottom of the 6th.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
A little short on the greenbacks. That's what it's like growing up in the cul-de-sacs. Mobbing to the bell, we're getting something to eat. Have my shorties counting dimes, cause today's my treat. I'm a big dog, my pocket's full of change. Throw the dimes in the air, kid, I'm making it rain.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Flash them dimes, 79, 89, 99.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Give me tacos and nachos and what yours.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Hit the TACOBELL. Pockets empty, wallets looking lean. Paper money's out, silver's on your green. Cruising to the bell, we're rolling cars 3 deep. Coinage in the glove box, dimes under the seats. I'm like a banker, always rolling with change. I ain't a player, I'm just playing the game.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Flash them dimes, 79, 89, 99.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Give me tacos and nachos and what yours.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Hit the TACOBELL.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Why pay more? What's it all about?
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Flash them dimes, 79, 89, 99.
It's all about the Roosevelts, baby.
Very unique routine when he steps into the batter's box.
Incredible. Oh, my goodness. Did he do it? He did.
Talk about fearless.
Everything you love about baseball is on MLB Network. Our national pastime all the time.
Go to MLBnetwork.com for channel number and call your service provider if you don't receive MLB Network.
The 2009 All Star Game on Fox is sponsored by Taco Bell, where it's all about the Roosevelts, baby. And for updates on where to find your free taco, visit twitter.com/TacoBellTruck.
How come you didn't tweet me that day?
I tried, but then I remembered that you barely have a cell phone and no internet capabilities whatsoever. You see the changes is, can I take those plastic gloves off by now?
Very sanitary. It's very nice to see.
Absolutely. Here's Hudson lining one into right. Back at the track. It's Jones making the catch, and these guys are first pitch hacking.
That usually happens during an all-star game because the pitchers are so good you don't want to get behind them. There's Curtis Granderson.
This could be the final at bat of the night for Albert Pujols. Charlie Manuel still has his first baseman, Ryan Howard. St. Louis and Ryan Howard went to Lafayette High on his bench. Orlando Hudson pinch hitting for Chase Utley, who was 0 for 2. Now that spot in front of Pujols, 0 for 3. Pujols and the Cardinals have had trouble finding somebody to protect number 5 in the St. Louis lineup. Somebody out of the number 4 spot. Cleanup position was hitting around 220 Right, a couple of weeks ago when Ryan Ludwig finally got hot. Pujols spins around on a pitch inside from the flame-throwing Felix Hernandez from the Seattle Mariners, and that was power and a riding fastball. 2-0. Felix Hernandez and a chopper to short, high hop. Bartlett makes the play, 2 out. Our AT&T game summary is Pujols is 0 for 3 and maybe finished for the night. We're tied 3-3. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jeter hit by a pitch. He scored a couple of runs. The National League got 3 runs, all with 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd. And moments ago, Joe Mauer, an RBI double with 2 out in the top of the 5th. So Bartlett made that last play, and now Ryan Braun is lifted for Justin Upton. One of the real serious 5-tool players, young guys in this game representing the Arizona Diamondbacks.
BJ, his brother, plays for Joe Madden and the Tampa Bay Rays, both phenomenal athletes who grew up in that Norfolk area. Ryan Zimmerman grew up there. Michael Kadire of Minnesota. David Wright. In fact, Justin Upton, when David Wright was like a senior in high school, Justin Upton was the bat boy for David Wright's team.
A tap foul by Justin, and the count 2-1. Well, Justin's big brother BJ was the first to get to the World Series with the Tampa Bay Rays last year, but Justin is the first All-Star Upton. Hit 15 home runs all of last year. Called up to the big leagues as a 19-year-old, and he hits a shot to short, picked up by Bartlett. Out at first, a scoreless inning from Hernandez. We go to the 7th, tied. Back after this from your local Fox station.
If you don't get to the bar before 11 p.m., you might have to call it a night. One local city trying to limit drinking hours to stop the noise. Could it ruin your next night out? See where it's happening and when it could go into effect tonight after the All Star Game.
Get into a Ford. You'll know the difference as soon as you drive it.
Because it starts with Ford quality. Quality that can't be beat by Honda or Toyota. And the difference is an EPA estimated 35 miles per gallon. That's also a blast to drive. And features like voice-activated sync technology.
Test drive Ford for yourself, and you'll see just how good different is.
Get 0% APR financing plus $1,500 cash back on every new car, truck, and SUV. That's 0% APR plus $1,500 cash back. See your local Southern Ford dealer today.
Okay, I know. Carol loves to rescue dogs and spends a lot of her time and money doing that.
They're all rescues, yeah. Thank you. So I decided to make my home their home. It's a lot of sacrifice, but it's well worth it. It just makes it a little harder to save for myself.
So we showed her how Wachovya's Way to Save program could help. When Carol uses her check card to make a purchase, $1 is automatically transferred from her checking to her savings account. And she gets a bonus just for saving.
The more I can save for me, the more I can give to them.
Wachovia, a Wells Fargo company.
Could someone toss me an 11/16 wrench over here? Here you go. 11/16.
From designing some of the world's cleanest and most fuel-efficient jet engines to building more wind turbines than anyone in the country, the people of GE are working together, creating innovation today for America's tomorrow.
Thanks. No problem.
During the Audubon for All event, you can get great deals.
It's perfect. I just want to make sure it's the right decision.
Future us? We got here as quick as we could.
Look, it's the CC. You don't pay for scheduled maintenance. You get the car of your dreams. Seriously, us. Just drive it. You're right.
Let's take this one. It's a time-space continuum thing.
The future.
Now during the Audubon for All event, lease a 2009 CC for just $319 a month. Hurry in before your future Volkswagen is history.
Curtis Granderson understands the importance of a good start. That's why he devotes so much of his time to youth education.
With a full head of steam around second.
His parents, who were school teachers, taught him one thing early on.
Flying towards third.
Give everything you've got. Every day of your life.
I love coming out, putting that message that education is important.
This is beyond a leadoff man. This is beyond baseball.
during the break. Albert Pujols got one last ovation here tonight as he is replaced by Adrian Gonzalez. Got to the second round of the home run derby here last night. In this game, will end it 0 for 3. And we're in the 7th inning in a 3-3 game. There's Adrian Gonzalez, and here's Cordero taking over from the Cincinnati Reds. Hoffman one scoreless inning with 1 hit allowed, and Cordero will pitch to Aaron Hill, Carl Crawford, and then Morneau. Here's a fly ball down toward the end of the bat. In the air to left, and Upton is there for out number 1, and we go down field level with a special St. Louis guest. Here's Eric Karros.
Joe, thanks. Well, a hectic 2 days. How you feeling?
Feel awesome. I mean, it's this is unbelievable. It's a dream come true. You know, I mean, I can go back last year watching Adrian Jeter. You know how the fan welcomed them over there, and you know what can I expect? The best fans in baseball here in St. Louis. You know, I see this every night. Every night we have a game. I mean, this fan welcome me and my family with their arm open every day. And this is awesome. You know, hosting the All Star Game, 2009 All Star Game here in St. Louis. I mean, it's a dream come true. So I thank God for allowing me to have this opportunity.
You know, I got to ask you, does the best player in the game get butterflies?
I don't think I'm the best player in the game. You know,
come on.
No, there's so many great players here that I admire. I mean, all these guys, superstars. It's just an honor to be here. But I always say, my dad always tell me, if you ain't nervous, you ain't ready. So yeah, you do. You get nervous, you know, and after that first pitch, obviously I make an error in that first inning, but it's over, you know. And yesterday with a home run, until you don't hit 1 out, you get a little nervous, but that's what it's all about. I mean, to get yourself better, you have to be nervous and learn from your mistakes. So, like I said, I thank the good Lord for giving me this opportunity, and hopefully I can continue to do it for the rest of the year and help my ball club to get to the next level, which is the World Series.
Great job. Go get some rest, man.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Eric, and yeah, thank you, Eric, and thank you, Albert. And it could be a quick inning here in the top of the 7th. 2 are gone. He'll fly to left. Crawford grounded out. Play made by Tejada, and Cordero brings it down and away. That's ball 1 to Justin Morneau. Morneau getting his first at bat. The numbers for Cordero: 21 saves, 5th best total in the National League. Morneau takes a tailing pitch that just stayed inside. 2-2.
Joe, this game started with the introduction of the man, and in the 7th inning, El Hombre leaves first base and heads to the dugout.
Here's a line drive caught by Zimmerman. Down goes Morneau. Down goes the AL. Time to stretch here in the 7th inning in St. Louis in a 3-3 game. Tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by DirecTV. Only DirecTV brings you theater quality 1080p picture and Dolby 5.1 sound. Call 1-800-DirecTV. And now, fans, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America. Here to perform God Bless America tonight, please welcome RCA recording artist and Missouri native Sarah Evans.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairie to the ocean wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America. my home, sweet, sweet home.
Beautiful rendition by Sarah Evans. Bottom of the 7th from St. Louis when we come back.
We didn't know which of the 3,296 Holiday Inn hotels you'd be staying in. So we're refreshing all of them. Holiday Inn, official partner of Major League Baseball road trips.
Welcome to the Now Network. Currently, thousands of people are enjoying the new Palm Pre with its revolutionary web OS. They're running multiple live applications at the same time. 3 million are using the Simply Everything plan. Each is saving $1,200 over an AT&T iPhone plan. Together, that's over $3 billion. Enough to open a Dunkin' Donuts in space. From America's most dependable 3G network, bringing you the first and only wireless 4G network. Get the Palm Pre from Sprint, only on the Now Network.
When Domino's American Legends were created with 6 famous regional tastes, we had no idea the feud that would ensue.
Yo, Philly cheesesteak is where it's at, with tender steak and a provolone crust. With spinach, feta, roasted red peppers. The Pacific veggie is primo, dude. You want to step to our tender steak and cheese? Our veggies are gonna ring your Liberty Bell, Philly boy. Well, let's dance, veggie head. Whatever. You're all talk and no meat. Listen, meathead, you ain't got nothing.
Domino's American Legends, 6 famous regional tastes, each with a cheesy crust. You decide the best of the best.
When you search for a car at Autotrader.com, we send more cars your way than anyone. A lot more cars. So you can narrow it down by model, the color, even the price. When you search from the largest selection,
that's the one.
You get the car you want at the price you want. Autotrader.com, the ultimate automotive marketplace.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. Sing it. May you stay forever young. May you stay.
Every generation refreshes the world. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Sprint, the Now Network, by Autotrader.com. You'll find the car you want at the price you want at Autotrader.com. And by Holiday Inn, official partner of Major League Baseball road trips. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning here in St. Louis in a lightning-fast All-Star game. We can barely set the defense before the half inning is over, and Jonathan Papelbon will set that part. He takes over on the mound. Now you get into closer territory where it should become even tougher to score runs, and Hop goes after the first pitch, launches one to deep left field at the wall. Caught by Crawford, 1 out. What a catch by Carl Crawford to start the 7th.
I don't know whether that ball would have been out. Doubtful, but it definitely hits the top of the fence. If Carl does not make this leap, it would have been a home run, or at least hit the fence, and then you don't know where it's going. No, that ball would have been out. So a home run saving catch by Carl Crawford, acknowledged by Papelbon.
So Hop went first pitch hunting and found one that he liked, he loved, and he's 0 for 1. That was a loud out. Here's Miguel Tejada. He's playing short. Defensively, just to set the players for you, Victor Martinez from the Indians is doing the catching, and he's flashing the signs out to Papelbon. 1 out, nobody on for Tejada. And a fly ball the opposite way to right at the track. This ball falls short and into the glove of Adam Jones. 2 pitches, 2 loud outs in the bottom of the 7th. And now Jason Worth who doesn't have the reputation of being a big power hitter, but probably should. He can hit him as far as anybody in either dugout, and has had a terrific first half for the world champion Philadelphia Phillies. Digs in, 2 out, nobody on. What do you think? First pitch?
No. He'll take it.
Should be a free pitch typically, and it is, and a strike from Papelbon.
Jason, the grandson of Dick Schofield from Springfield, Illinois. Dick had a daughter, his daughter Kim. She was an Olympic skater. And Jason Werther's son, and Kim's in the ballpark tonight.
2 out, nobody on. That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Papelbon with his 4th consecutive All-Star selection. Among Red Sox pitchers, that's number 2 in their franchise history. Lefty Grove had 5. Here's a 1-1. Up and away, 2 balls and a strike for a guy who in 2004 was the Class A pitcher of the year, pitching for Sarasota as a starter. 24 starts for Papelbon that year, 12-7, 2.64. He saved 3 of the 4 wins for the Red Sox in the 07 World Series against the Rockies. He has been just about as automatic as they get since coming to the big leagues with Boston. He anchors to me what is the big difference between the Red Sox and their main competition, certainly in the AL East. Maybe across the American League, an outstanding bullpen.
Outstanding.
In Boston. 2 out, bases empty, 2-2 pitch. That's outside. And a full count with Brian McCann in the on-deck circle. Boston carries a 3-game lead into the break over the Yankees. Detroit a 3.5-game lead at the break over the White Sox, and the Angels lead Texas. They've had a fun start by a 1.5 games here at the break. 3-2 pitch. Foul back in the NL. Philadelphia has a 4-game lead over Florida. The injury-racked New York Mets 6.5 out. Atlanta 6 out. St. Louis leads Milwaukee by 2.5 in the Central, and the Dodgers have the biggest lead in any division in baseball, 7 games over the Giants. A surprise leader in the wild card chase, but with the best young 1-2 combo in their rotation, with Matt Cain and tonight's starter Tim Lincecum. Three-2. Well, everything you knew about fantasy football is about to change. So listen up. Introducing the all-new Fox Fantasy Football with more customizable features and new ways to play. Log on to foxsports.com on MSN and join the next generation of fantasy football. You'll love what you see at foxsports.com. With 2 out, nobody on. Another 3-2 and a strikeout for Papelbon sends the All-Star game into the 8th, and it's still tied thanks to Carl Crawford. What a catch to start the inning and rob Rat Hop.
I'm telling you, we're getting smothered by DirecTV.
Oh, yeah. Their customers love that they can watch high-def movies in full 1080p and Dolby surround sound.
Not as much as they would like watching it in 1,000,080p.
But we don't broadcast in 1,000,080p.
No. Neither does DirecTV. Oops. Looks like someone just leveled the playing field.
Get the best HD picture and sound. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
This is the new iPhone. Shooting video. This is the new iPhone editing video. And this is the new iPhone sharing video. Video on the iPhone 3GS, the most powerful iPhone yet.
All right, boy, fetch, and I'll give you a treat.
Come here. Yeah, good boy. Here's your treat.
Show off.
Batter's up, and so is Jones, checking the sign to the men's room.
Oh, not the first time. He's going over and over.
Now Johnson's rounding the corner, heading for the men's room.
Going urgently.
You bet. Carter steps out. He was in there a long time.
Stopping and starting. These guys should see their doctor.
Good point. Could be male urinary symptoms due to BPH, an enlarged prostate.
For many guys, prescription Flomax reduces their urinary symptoms due to BPH in 1 week.
1 week?
Only your doctor can tell if you have BPH, not a more serious condition like prostate cancer.
Avoid driving or hazardous tasks for 12 hours after your first dose or increase in dose, as a sudden drop in blood pressure may occur, rarely resulting in fainting. If considering cataract surgery, tell your eye surgeon you've taken Flomax.
Common side effects are runny nose, dizziness, and decrease in semen.
Ask your doctor if Flomax is right for you.
Call 877-4FLOMAX to see if you qualify for up to $40 off Flomax prescriptions.
For many men, Flomax can make a difference in 1 week.
We go into the 8th inning, 3-3 game. Tonight's Flomax replay. What else would it be? The catch by Carl Crawford that was literally over the wall on a hit by Brad Hopp to start the bottom of the 7th, and because of that, we're still tied 3-3. Now into the 8th inning. And there is Derek Jeter with the son of Mariano Rivera. And here is Heath Bell. The closer for the Padres took over and has had a wonderful first half. 23 saves, tied for the most in the National League. Taking over for the legend Trevor Hoffman. Wow. In San Diego, and the first pitch is over the head of Bartlett.
Breaking ball, and Bartlett getting down. Obviously that ball designed to be low and away.
Bartlett hitting .347, chops to the left side, and with a backhanded pickup and throw. Good stretch by Gonzalez. Tejada takes care of Bartlett, who's 0 for 1 now, and 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Tim and I and all of us at Fox want to send along our hellos and thank yous to members of the armed forces who join us around the world and here at home. This Midsummer Classic as Heath Bell misses outside ball 1. Here is Curtis Granderson, one of those few guys that does what any team is looking for pretty much in any sport, the combination of power and speed. First All-Star game for one of the good guys in baseball, and a shot to left. Back at the wall. It is over the head of Upton. Granderson will dig and try to make it to third. The throw too late. And there's the go-ahead run with 1 out in the 8th inning as Curtis Granderson pushed it and makes it to third with 1 away.
Good time to do it with 1 away because you could be on third with less than 2 outs. And Granderson makes it easily.
There is the combination of power and speed to get it over the head of Upton. Then Worth missed the cutoff man, and the throw was way late. Almost lost his footing, but in easily at third base, and there's the go-ahead run with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning, and the infield comes in. Molina sticks his glove out. Victor Martinez at the plate. And here's an intentional walk. We talked to Charlie Manuel before the game, and we talked to members of his staff, and we talked to him about who was going to play and how many at-bats. And the gist of our conversation and what we walked away with was Charlie Manuel is going to manage this game any way he can to win. And here is an intentional walk in an all-star game to take the bat out of the hands of Victor Martinez. and put the bat in the hands of the young Adam Jones, who waits on deck.
And put the infielders back to a halfway position or double play depth, even though Jones is a fast runner.
So there's ball 4, and why do we mention it? Well, it's something you didn't see a lot of during that stretch before they, and it's been debated plenty, tied the home field advantage in the World Series to the winning league in this All-Star game. Phillies certainly have every reason to try and hope and get a win and break this string. Philadelphia has the 4-game lead in the NL East. So you know Charlie Manuel would love to manage this team to a win, get home field advantage should his club get to the Fall Classic. It's Adam Jones. 12 home runs, 47 RBIs during the first half. Lined out to right, his first time up, and a strike from Heath Bell.
Good breaking ball from a man who has never been on an all-star team in his life anywhere. Little League, Legion ball. This is his first.
Time called at the plate by Molina. It's Adam Jones at the plate, and off the bench is Kevin Youkilis on deck. The 0-1. Off the plate foul, strike 2. This guy that can run, tough to double. Charlie Manuel is hoping for. Right now with 2 strikes, Heath Bell would love his first All-Star game strikeout. Three game, top of the 8th. Good ball game, fast game. Right now it's Adam Jones against Heath Bell. Good fastball. And a late cut by Jones, still 0-2. National League has not won the All-Star game since 1996. Guys like Derek Jeter have never lost this game, and another foul back. And there have been 6 years now where the winner of this game determined home field advantage. Obviously the AL has won that advantage every July. And this was the 6th straight year that the American League won interleague play. Those winning streaks that we talked about earlier. Another 0-2 pitch from Heath Bell, and a fly ball into right field, well hit. Back on the track, that will untie this game. Tagging and scoring is Granderson, and young Adam Jones has just put the American League on top. A 1-out triple by Granderson, and he scores on a sac fly to right by Adam Jones of the Baltimore Orioles.
It was a gritty at bat by Adam Jones. The breaking ball in for a strike, and then the breaking ball fouled away with the count 0-2. He fouls one off, puts one in play to put the American League on top.
And now Kevin Youkilis off the bench to bat against Heath Bell. Youkilis hitting here in the 8th. The run is home, a runner at first with 2 out. And now if you're wondering about who the American League has in reserve as far as the pitchers are concerned, as Youkilis gets a base hit, the American League will go next to Joe Nathan. And then the all-time postseason saves leader Mariano Rivera if it's a save chance in the bottom of the 9th.
I don't think you can respect any major league player anymore than Kevin Youkilis. I mean, you could really make a case that he's the most valuable player in the major leagues. I know that may be extreme, but think about the money. Kevin Youkilis is making $6 million this year. Not only is he a first baseman, but when Mike Lowell went down, he became the 3rd baseman. And look at the money that A-Rod and Mark Teixeira make $52 million for a first and a third baseman. I understand that Kevin Youkilis can't play two positions at once, but think of the value that the Red Sox are getting out of a terrific player who's made himself an all-star.
Here's Ben Zobrist at the plate, hitting with 2 on and 2 out. He's a great story, but you're right. The remarkable thing is for Youkilis, it doesn't seem to bother him at the plate or in the field, whether they put him at first or third, and what a luxury for Terry Francona. Meanwhile, Zobrist is at the plate, and he plays all over the place. He is homered while playing 5 different defensive positions this season alone. And he's taken over second base for the Tampa Bay Rays, playing in the absence of the injured Akinori Iwamura.
Starting the season as a utility player, and he has started second, third, short, left, center, right. That's right.
You've got Mariano Rivera on your left and Tim Wakefield, a first-time All-Star, on your right. Another tap foul. Wakefield, unless there's a tie and we play deep into the night, won't get into this ball game, according to manager Joe Madden. But at the age of 42 is the second oldest first-time All-Star since Satchel Paige was an All-Star in 1953 at the age of 46. Here's a 1-2. That's low. 2-2 from Heath Bell. Lincecum started. Then Franklin, Herron, Billingsley, Hoffman, Cordero a perfect inning, and Heath Bell has given up a run. The 2-2 and a strikeout ends the inning. But Curtis Granderson, a triple, a run scored on a sac fly by Adam Jones. 4-3 AL after 7.5.
After 4 hours, the dangers of driver fatigue increase by 200%. But with Attention Assist, your new E-Class can actually detect drowsy driving behavior and warn you. This is the new E-Class. This is Mercedes-Benz.
The line between like and love, you crossed it. Let the world know. Put your favorite team logo on your credit card, check card, and checks with MLB Banking. Only from Bank of America.
This is Matt, Olivia, and Jaden. They told us they needed a laptop with
a large screen, long battery life, the ability to share pictures.
For under $700. We told them, you find it, you keep it.
We'll definitely make a choice today.
Look at this.
What do you think about these over here?
The Mac's too small. $1,000.
For under $700, we can't get a Mac. Let's keep on looking.
This is large.
It has Windows photo gallery. Apparently he likes it too. We're getting this one.
Oh my gosh.
That works.
It's unanimous and a PC.
Thank you.
We're PC so we can share photos of this little guy.
Is this your house?
Now it's your house too.
I think there's something wrong with Esther.
In every family, there are secrets we hide.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to protect my children.
What did you do?
Orphan, rated R.
When Domino's American Legends were created, we had no idea the feud that would ensue.
Our Cali chicken goes big.
Y'all can't touch this Memphis barbecue chicken.
Well, you best get ready for your provolone beatdown.
Please, how about we put some South in your mouth?
Bring it!
Domino's American Legends. You decide the best of the best.
You accidentally wander from your lane. You were not aware, but your lane-keeping assist was. And after a gentle warning, you steer safely back into your lane. This is the new E-Class. This is Mercedes-Benz.
We give you tonight's Gatorade video. We move into the bottom of the 8th inning here in St. Louis, and Brian McCann will come off the bench and bat for the National League. Ben Zobrist is in the game at second. Brandon Inge is now in the game at third base, and Joe Nathan, the hard-throwing closer from the Minnesota Twins, takes over. 4th-time All-Star. And he has been dominant since being moved into the closer's role by the Twins with stuff like that. Became the Twins closer in 2004. Since then, he's #1 in ERA among closers, #2 in saves, and #2 in save percentage to Mariano Rivera. K-Rod, who's on the National League side now, is #1 in saves since 2004.
And the all-time single season leader with 62 last year.
McCann's only 25 years old. He's playing in his 4th All-Star game. Had instability in his left eye during the year. He had surgery on it. The 2-1 pitch popped up on the infield, and Victor Martinez hauls it in. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Tonight's game is sponsored by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you got to get DirecTV. By the all-new Mercedes-Benz E-Class. And by Gatorade. It's the heart, hustle, and soul of the game. That's G. Joe Nathan gets the first man. That's McCann on a foul out to the catcher. And now Zimmerman will get his second at bat of the night. Hit the ball hard, lined out to center his first time up, and he goes after the first pitch here. Fly ball into right. There is Adam Jones, and there is out #2.
You know, a lot's been said about the money that players make, and obviously it's a lot of money, but there are an awful lot of good things that are done by players too. Ryan Zimmerman, for instance, just gave $250,000 to the University of Virginia baseball program. Brian O'Connor is the baseball manager. In fact, he was the coach of the year. Not a manager, but a coach. And Virginia went as far as they have been ever in a college tournament. But Ryan Zimmerman doing a lot to further that great program at UVA.
Here is Adrian Gonzalez, one of the best pure power hitters that isn't well known across this country. Won the Gold Glove last year as well. Second All-Star game for Adrian Gonzalez, who's been a one-man wrecking crew for the San Diego Padres. And at one point during the month of June, the rest of the league got smart and just walked him. Walked 32 times in June. He had 20 home runs, 40 RBIs by the end of May. But 32 walks in June, a baseball high, and hit only 4 home runs during that month. Talk about a lack of support that they cite for Pujols. It's certainly the case for Gonzalez, and he goes around, according to Angel Hernandez, for strike 2.
Like a slider inside from Joe Nathan. Did he go too far? It was close.
That's wide. The American League pitchers now have retired 18 in a row, which is the second most in All-Star Game history, behind a 20-hitter stretch that the National League put together in 1968. And Mariano Rivera will get loose. 2-2 pitch. That's fouled back. All of us at Fox want to thank not just Commissioner Bud Selig, there's George Will behind him, but his entire staff, and what a great ceremony prior to this game, and the ceremony for the All-Stars among us and the Hall of Famers, and the moment for Stan the Man, the job of helping to facilitate getting President Barack Obama into this stadium. Great job by the local police force and Secret Service. A job well done. What has been a great night. That's down and in, a full count now on Gonzalez. Ryan Howard is lurking. It's Orlando Hudson on deck, and after Hudson, the pitcher spot. Howard will bat before the end of this night.
A home run to tie it is on Gonzalez's mind right now.
Instead, he takes a 2-out walk. So that breaks the streak of 18 straight. And we'll bring in Orlando Hudson, who was easily the best late addition to any roster made coming into 2009. Ned Colletti, the GM, has done a wonderful job there with the Dodgers. Brought him on. He is a switch hitter, complimentary player, 3-time Gold Glove Award winner, and he has proven that he is over the wrist injuries that have bothered him in his career.
He proved that on Sunday by homering from both sides of the plate, once from the left, once from the right in Milwaukee.
The big bat of Ryan Howard on deck. In the 8th, 4-3 AL. And a ground ball up the middle. That ball is off the glove of Bartlett. Gonzalez will go to third, and there's the tying run with 2 out.
How about this matchup coming up? St. Louis's own Ryan Howard, because of this, off the end of the glove of Bartlett. Jason could not pocket it.
A base hit, and now the St. Louis native, Ryan Howard, who has been a wonderful pinch hitter in his career for the Phillies. Look at those numbers. 11 for 28, 5 home runs, 12 RBIs, and Charlie Manuel, his manager, told us before the game he's been a good pinch hitter. I've got to find the right spot, and it is right here and right now.
That's right.
They are dead straight away in the infield and outfield for Ryan Howard, and now time is called as that will change. Bartlett switches to the other side of the second base bag, and Brandon Inge is left by himself on the left side for the AL. Francisco Rodriguez is getting loose just in case. Howard has wonderful numbers inside this ballpark as well. Big rip. 63 games at Busch Stadium, a .381 average in 17 games with 7 home runs, 29 RBIs.
Ryan Howard, a good low ball hitter, prefers the ball out over the plate. That's why Nathan tied him up with that first fastball.
Tying run at third, go ahead run at first, 2 out, 8th inning. Heat that was up, and it's 0-2.
2 straight fastballs above the letters. I think Ryan may see that pitch again.
And that's backing out of play. So you've got Nathan on the mound. You've got Brian Fuentes, the left-hander, and the closer from the Angels getting loose. Really, this would be a better spot for Fuentes if he wanted to use him lefty on lefty. He being Joe Madden. Instead, Howard gets to face the hard-throwing Joe Nathan.
Away.
There goes Hudson. The pitch is up and away, and now that's no insignificant stolen base. A base hit would likely give the National League their 1-run lead again.
Well, and it opens up first base to where you can just throw Howard balls and see if he goes after that high fastball.
If they walk him, they don't care.
Right. Back inside.
2-2. Howard steps out. Very good speed. The runner out at second base, Orlando Hudson. Carries with him the go-ahead run. And a swing and a miss struck him out. Ryan Howard goes down on a pitch down and in, and what a good block by Victor Martinez to keep it at the plate and keep Adrian Gonzalez at third. 4-3 AL into the ninth.
This is the new iPhone, and it lets you do some pretty incredible things. You can copy a phone number and paste it in a text. You can copy an article and paste it in an email. Or you can copy a map and, well, you get the idea. Copy and paste on the iPhone 3GS, the most powerful iPhone yet.
America's pastime. You're watching it one game at a time? With DirecTV, you can follow up to 8 games live on one screen, and they're all in HD. It's MLB Extra Innings Superfan, and of course, it's from DirecTV.
It can be tough living with COPD, but I try not to let it slow me down. I go down to the pool for a swim, get out and dance, even play a little hide and seek. I'm breathing better with Spiriva.
Spiriva is the only once-daily inhaled maintenance treatment for both forms of COPD, which includes chronic bronchitis and emphysema.
I take it every day. It keeps my airways open to help me breathe better all day long. And it's not a steroid.
Spiriva does not replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden symptoms. Stop taking Spiriva and call your doctor if your breathing suddenly worsens, your throat or tongue swells, you get hives, or have vision changes or eye pain. Tell your doctor if you have glaucoma, problems passing urine, or an enlarged prostate, as these may worsen with Spiriva. Also discuss the medicines you take, even eye drops. Side effects may include dry mouth, constipation, and trouble passing urine.
Every day could be a good day to breathe better.
Ask your doctor if once daily Spiriva is right for you.
Standing there alone, the ship is waiting, all systems are go. Are you sure? Control is not convinced, but the computer has the evidence. No need to abort. The countdown starts. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can't hide the bacon. Taco Bell's new Bacon Cheesy Potato Burrito. Seasoned beef, nacho cheese sauce, and bacon topped with bacon. It's big bacon taste you just can't hide. Think outside the bun.
We move into the ninth inning. Ryan McCann takes over behind the plate. Francisco Rodriguez, the closer from the Mets, having a very good first half. Trying to hold things together for that Mets team, especially out of the bullpen where he resides. Deals and breaks the bat of Brandon Inge. And out at first on the play by Tejada, little double clutch. But out number one, and now it's time for the Mercedes-Benz E-Class attention assist of the game. And it was Carl Crawford assisting the man on the mound by keeping the game tied and robbing Brad Hopp of a go-ahead home run, leading off the bottom of the 7th. Bailing out Jonathan Papelbon, who appreciated the effort. One out here is Carl Crawford, the man we just highlighted. He is 1 for 2. Third All-Star game. 4-time AL stolen base leader, and a good fastball from K-Rod. 1 ball, 1 strike. Crawford, one of only 4 American League players since 1954 with 40 steals and 100 hits at the All-Star break. And Rodriguez fooled him, strike 2. Now in the bottom of the 9th inning, the National League will send Upton, Hopp, and Tejada. If anybody gets on, Worth against Mariano Rivera, who has 3 saves in his All-Star game past and has not allowed a run in 7 innings pitched. A strikeout of Crawford, 2 out in the top of the 9th.
Changeup really perfected by K-Rod last year for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim when he saved 62 games.
Here's Morneau. Justin is 0 for 1, lined out to third his first time up. And a shot into left center field. Back is Worth and makes the catch, stretching out in left center field. Wow. He can play all 3 outfield spots. He's playing center in the All-Star game. What a catch. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th.
You know, the beer you choose says a lot about you. You want friendly, not pretentious, classic, never trendy. You want a real American beauty.
Are you talking?
Tiger Woods doing what he does best, setting up, preparing.
He does it better than anyone else.
Makes all the difference, Jim.
Wait, I think he's ready.
Once again, excellent choice.
You know, we've come to expect nothing less.
He can see us.
Prepare your skin with Gillette's new line of hydrating body wash. It has 3 times more hydrators that lock in moisture and help eliminate dry skin.
Is that going to be cash or credit?
Check.
We only take little checks.
I'm telling you, we're getting smothered by DirecTV.
Oh, yeah. Their customers love that they can watch high-def movies in full 1080p and Dolby surround sound.
Not as much as they would like watching it in 1,000,080p.
But we don't broadcast in 1,000,080p.
No. Neither does DirecTV. Oops. Looks like someone just leveled the playing field.
Get the best HD picture and sound. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Equinox. With an EPA estimated 32 miles per gallon and up to 600 miles between fill-ups. It's the most fuel-efficient crossover on the highway. Better than the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and even the Ford Escape Hybrid. The all-new Chevy Equinox.
I'm in on the action. Hey guys, who needs a brush? This is looking great. How you doing over there, buddy?
I'm in on the action.
All across the country, high school students are joining forces with Volunteers of America and Major League Baseball players to create action teams.
Action teams are a great way
to help people in your community who really need it.
We want to inspire the next generation of volunteers.
So start an action team at your school
and get in on the action.
Learn more at volunteersofamerica.org/action team.
Mariano Rivera will take over and try and save it for the American League. He's been in 7 All-Star games. He's pitched 7 scoreless innings. Hasn't walked anybody. Has 3 saves, and he's tied with Dennis Eckersley for the most all-time in All-Star game history. His kid's on the right. And the pride of Panama, 39 years old in his 10th All-Star game, at least selected to 10 teams, takes over. He's number 2 on the all-time saves list to Trevor Hoffman, but number 1 by a mile in postseason saves with 34, an ERA of 0.77 and 4 rings. First up, Justin Upton. 4-3 AL, strike 1 from Mariano Rivera.
Mariano, that is his staple. Catch this. In postseason play, he's given up only 10 runs in 117 1/3 innings. With
that's just outside that great late movement that Mariano Rivera has featured since he burst onto the scene, setting up John Wetland in that championship year of 1996. 1-1 pitch is high. 2-1. Well, the National League has certainly been through heartbreak. All those years Joe Torre was able to hand the ball to Mariano Rivera for the Yankees. Now in the other dugout, and the 2-1 is chopped to short. Laying back on it is Bartlett, and he gets the out. Good play, 1 away. This game-changing play is brought to you by Holiday Inn. Signs of change are everywhere, and it was Curtis Granderson showing what he could do, representing the first-place Detroit Tigers. A triple into left center field, and he scored what is now the go-ahead run on a sac fly by young Adam Jones. Bottom of the 9th inning, Brad Hopp. .320 average, 14 home runs, 59 RBIs, takes a strike. He's the one who hit the ball that was taken from over the wall by Carl Crawford back in the 7th. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The American League has won by 1 run each of the last 3 All-Star games, and that is a left-handed hitter being tied into a knot. 1-2.
I was thinking the same thing, Joe. If there's anything that personifies Mariano Rivera, it was that last pitch to left-handed batters. The inability to hold up when you go too far. If you do make contact, you break your bat.
Hop set up at 1-2, and there's that pitch out of the way of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That pitch is relentless.
Now a 2-2, and a broken bat. Another one for the pile. Fouled off to the left. Brad Hopp in his first All-Star game. A .280 hitter into this season. Very good defensive outfielder. Won the 2000 College World Series with LSU and has the most RBIs in the big leagues by a right fielder over the last 2.5 years. He's popped 14 home runs this season. Two-two pitch. Got him on the outside corner, 2 away.
That's the thing about Rivera. Inside, inside, inside 5 times, and now he paints away. How do you cope with that?
A perfect pitch.
Yeah, he makes a lot of them.
And now Tejada, a former All-Star Game MVP, playing in his 6th All-Star game. Was the MVP in 05, the AL MVP in 02. Hit the ball deep, but caught in right his first time up. Ball one. Jason Worth on deck. Tejada trying to extend this All-Star game. One ball, one strike. Base is empty, and a little fly ball into right field could end it. Shallow right, and the catch is made by Zobrist, and the American League has won again. A final of 4-3 here in St. Louis. And now the National League has not won over the last 13 All-Star games. And it's Rivera with a record-setting fourth All-Star game save.
Joe Madden telling us before the game that in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning it would be Papelbon, Nathan, and then Rivera, and that's how it played out.
And we also talked about how it would be pitching and defense coming into this game. We saw a lot of both. The catch by Crawford in left. The pitching up and down really each side, and that dramatic 8th inning battle between Joe Nathan and Ryan Howard. It was the pitching of Joe Nathan that won that battle as he struck out Howard on a pitch down and in.
Only 2 base runners for the National League over the last 7 innings. Man, what a job.
So in a game that lasted just 2 hours and 31 minutes, the winner is Papelbon, who got a couple of loud outs, pitched a scoreless inning. The loser is Heath Bell. And the save, the record-setting 4th in All-Star game history for Mariano Rivera. We've seen a lot of those looks after games from number 42 of the New York Yankees. 4-3 is the final. AL wins again. Back after this from your local Fox station.